What's up, everybody? It is Thirsty Thursday, January 23rd. Here we are in the NFC motherfucking championship game. What are we doing? What are we doing, man? Welcome back to another episode.
That question from a couple thousand miles away.
Yeah, buddy. This is episode 332 for your boys. We're calling it Wreck the Nest. We're going to go into the link, show them what the deal is. I'm joined by Mr. Dev to my left, and Phil has joined us. He has resumed his position on screen. He is no longer over water. He is now on land.
I'm not going to lie, though. I'm not going to lie. I came back, and I wanted to know what the hell happened in our area. That
all that white stuff.
I came back. Well, when we left, there was white stuff on the ground. But I flew where I flew to. It was between 80 and 85 like every day. It was in the mid 60s to low 70s at night. Right, it is perfect weather. You know, I'm in Antigua drinking rum. I'm going through the rainforests of Puerto Rico and the Dominican Republic. I went 140 feet down below the ocean to the ocean floor in a submarine. I rode, and I was in Barbados. I swam in crystal blue waters in Bermuda, or not Bermuda, the Bahamas. And then I come back here, and it's like the coldest winter in years. I'm like, God, why did I come back?
Coldie but goodie, Phil.
And I got to work.
You've missed a lot of good things since you've been gone. Maybe you need to go back on the cruise for one more weekend, Phil. You need to go back.
I'm telling you, someone has already made that point to me. It's like, Phil, maybe you should go back.
Yeah, you need to go back.
Trust me. It's hard. I'll tell you what, though. It was hard on that cruise ship because our team was not represented well. I was like the only hardcore fan. Yeah. But it's funny because I got so recognized by the end of the cruise of, oh, hey, Commanders! They point to me.
There you go.
Because I was literally I was repping so hard during those games.
You made an impact.
I will take it. I made an impression, but it was funny. It's like, hey, Commanders! Every time I'd walk by.
Yeah, that's what.
But I will say this. Both fans of other teams and fans of teams that we beat, they all looked at me and said, you know what? If it's not us, I hope it's y'all. Because y'all got something special going.
That's what happened when we were at the Buccaneers had. That's what, and we talked to Talking Grit. They said the same thing. But without any further ado, we're going to bring our guy, friend of the show. You've seen him many times on here. He's been on the show multiple times before. Let's bring on our buddy, Terrence Perry, a.k.a. Mean Gene Okerlund. What's up, Terry? How you doing? I'll give you a round of applause here, man. But if we're talking about the Eagles, boo. Nah, brother. How you doing, man? Thank you for taking some time out of your day to talk some ball.
Oh, man. It's first and foremost always a pleasure to be on with you guys, man. I always love y'all show. Always tuned in Mondays and Thursdays when y'all get our recap, when y'all getting ready for the game. Just a bunch of love and respect for, all of you all. I'll tell you what, if it was a Cowboys podcast or Giants podcast, I would not be on it. So definitely always glad to be on board with you guys, man. Shooting the breeze and enjoying it. And toast.
Cheers
to all y'all.
Thirsty Thursday, man. That's what's up.
Yes, indeed.
Well, appreciate you, man. Let's say hi to a couple people in the chat. We got Cody. Utah says, hail. Yam says, y'all see that BS where Kelsey said on one of his own shows that the Eagles are better than Commanders at every position? There's a lot of that floating around. I've seen a couple people with the chart, the icon chart. And let's be honest here. We're not trying to pretend the Commanders have a better roster than the Eagles because we don't. But Sunday,
I got a take on that.
Sunday, we're gonna find out.
I got a take on that.
EM said he backtracked and said, "Except that quarterback." So not only did he bring out a delusional take, he threw Hurts under the bus. Some footage of him hobbling around today at practice. I don't know if you saw that.
They said he practiced fully just now on the NFL Network.
Yeah, he practiced fully on there. You know, they only had the beginning because Pal San Antonio on ESPN, he even said it that he was a little bit stiff, you know, and whatever. But he also admitted this was just him warming up. So they never got to see exactly what it is he did towards, you know, during and after practice or what have you. So at the end of the day, I was happy to see he was the FP on the injury report. But like I said, we'll see what comes Sunday, and then go from there.
Yeah, straight up. What up, Jim? Jim Sleazy, raise hail. 12-5, 2-0. Hey, this week, like we said last week, 1-0. Marcus, what's up, Marcus? Terrence, I said I hope things are good with you. Ray Sale says Jalen's going to have to throw, period. We're going to talk about that here in a second. What are they going to, actually in a few minutes, what are they going to have to do? But let's get right into the show, man. So we've played the Eagles twice now this year. Split the series. First game didn't go as well as, you know, we thought it would from a Commander's perspective. Second game, Jalen went down early with a concussion. Kenny Pickett came in, still dropped third. Was it 33? 30 or 33, but
33.
We still end up winning that game. And then, you know, here we are. You guys had the Rams. We had the Bucks. We had the Lions. Did you guys play someone else, or you just had?
We played Green Bay.
Right. You beat the Packers in the wild card.
We played the Rams in the Snow Bowl Part 2.
Yeah, there we go. So that's where we are. So in your opinion, man, let's talk about the 2024 season. We haven't had you on this year yet, so let's just talk about the end of last year, moving into the off season, and just take us through the Eagles coming up to now, man, from your perspective.
I mean, you know, first and foremost, because I was supposed to be on the show after you know, we played y'all in week 16, but being out there in that cold, I lost my voice.
You were at the game, that's right.
I could not even get on, man. My wife was even telling me, she's like, don't be like that. They're gonna think you're a sore loser. I was like, nah, I could not talk at all. So I said, you know what? I'm at least get on the chat, you know, and do that and everything. That's all I could definitely do. But going into last year, you know, you just knew that Howie had to go and be Howie because we needed some changes done to that team. The landslide was absolutely awful. Just seeing that team go 10-1 and then just plummet the remainder of the season, it was just like this is not the way that this team is supposed to look. But going out, making the proper adjustments. Me personally, before Saquon, I said, you know, we should keep Swift. You know, he did a great job. You know,
Right.
to me, he was better than Miles Sanders. So I said, you know what, let's go ahead and let's keep him. But when they let him walk, it was just like, so what are we gonna do? We gonna rely on Kitty Gainwell? It's like we need somebody else better than that. We need a bruiser. We need someone who's gonna, you know, hit the middle. So I was thinking like, look, Saquon ain't gonna happen. So maybe we go and get like Josh Jacobs or someone. You know, I didn't see Derrick Henry happening. I thought that maybe the Cowboys would have, you know, pulled the trigger on that one, but we all know what happened with that one. But when we got Saquon, we started hearing the rumors and you know everything going around. I was just like, well, look, if they gonna do this, go and do it. And when they did it, it was freaking phenomenal. Getting Zach Bond and just looking at his history and you know watching his college tape, I was saying to myself like, yeah, he's someone that could play in this big Fangio defense. Did not expect him to have the year that he had this year. I expected him to be a role player, someone that's going to contribute to the defense, and that's going to be good enough to be like, hey, we can get the tackles, get the you know the pressure that we need. But the fact that he's in the running for defensive player of the year, I think that's absolutely awesome. And then the draft picks. I mean, I literally thought that we was going to get Terry and Arnold, and I didn't want him at all. I just didn't think that he was going to fit the scheme for what we were trying to do, and I didn't think he would fit the culture. So the fact that a couple of my buddies that I talked with, my brothers, they said, hey, I want Cooper. So I was like, all right, well, I'm in between him and Quinion. But the fact that we got Quinion first, I was like, cool, we got Quinion. But then when we got Cooper second, it was just like, what the heck is going on?
I think
So shout out to Atlanta.
you got that from us too, didn't? I thought we traded with you with the Cooper DeJean pick, didn't we?
Y'all did. Y'all
Yeah.
did. That's what surprised me when that happened. It was like, whoa, they traded with us.
Yeah.
But thank you to Atlanta because they're the ones that changed up the draft when they drafted a quarterback because no one saw that coming, especially after they already had signed Kirk Cousins, so it was just like they're not going to get a quarterback. So when that happened, it
Yeah.
just changed the trajectory of everything. But definitely it was a good draft. And then just coming into this year, it was just like, okay, Kellen Moore, he's pretty decent, offensive coordinator. But especially after seeing what he did, with Dak Prescott and see what he did in LA. To me, I don't think he did too good in LA, but just seeing what he did in Dallas for several years, I was like, maybe that's something that Jalen needed. But going through those first 4 games of the season, you could just tell that they were trying to get accustomed to what they wanted to do. And then after that bye week in week 5 and in week 6, I mean, we just kept going and it was awesome. We found our identity. We are a run first offense, which we've always felt like we needed to be because Jalen is dynamic with his legs when he's healthy. And then having Saquon back there, it just opens up multiple possibilities. And then if you try to stack the box, it's like, hey, you got AJ Brown who's good in man coverage, and then you got Devontae Smith on the other side as well. I mean, but I know there's always been speculation and issues with Jalen throwing the ball, but I look at some of these quarterbacks this year, and it's like a lot of quarterbacks didn't really put up that many yards.
Right.
The only person I can really say that put up a lot of yards, all season long is Joe Burrow. I
Yeah.
mean, Jaden Daniels did his thing. I'm not going to take anything away from that young man. He's playing like he's been in the league for 6 years already. It's just like my God. But like I said, when you look at someone who was consistently putting up the stats, the yards, and the first person I think of is Joe
Baker
Burrow.
Mayfield's the other guy I'd say who did that this year.
Yeah, Baker.
You know what? You're right. You're
Baker
right.
had 4,500
Yeah.
yards passing. That's crazy. But yeah, you're right. It's like it did feel like the running game came back this year in many ways. Saquon kind of being the biggest story, but it definitely felt like this was the year the running back came back.
Oh, across the whole NFL, absolutely. The Gibbs and Montgomery, Saquon. I mean, you had guys just doing it. You ain't seen that in a while.
It was more. I mean, yes, I was watching my team, but I was watching everyone else as well, and so I look at all the running backs that went to different teams. For instance, Josh Jacobs left the Raiders and went to Green Bay. And then Aaron Jones was like, well, y'all left me, so I'm going to go to Minnesota. And everyone did great where they went.
Yeah.
And it was just like, you have to realize that a great running scheme, game, whatever you want to call it, is going to keep you in the game.
Oh,
And the question is, can you stop it or can you not? And that all depends on the runner. I mean, I think Bijan Robinson had a phenomenal year this year.
finally.
Because I think he just looked at everyone around him like, well, shoot, if those running backs are doing it, well, I want to go out there and do it as well. So I just think it was just freaking awesome, and I truly believe it started with Derrick Henry and Saquon Barkley because they had a runner, they had a running quarterback that could complement them, and they could just go out there and do their thing. The problem with Baltimore in the beginning was they just they didn't start that until probably like week 3 or 4. Because in the beginning they were still running with Lamar, and it's like I thought the purpose of y'all bringing in Derrick Henry was so you can alleviate the legs of Lamar Jackson.
Right.
So that way you have a bruiser and Derrick Henry to go out there and do it. And we all saw what happened in Buffalo. They got completely away from their scheme and they lost. People can say, "Oh, they didn't have Zay Flowers in the game." It's like they got away from their identity. They stopped running the ball when they're supposed
Shit,
to.
they lost because they made mistakes too, man. They had the punt, the armceptions, I guess they call them, the arm punts where people just throw it up. Like it was third down and long, and he threw the first interception. They ended up going 3 and out. It didn't even matter. And honestly, before that play, what made it third and long is Andrews was wide the fuck open and dropped the pass.
Absolutely.
That's why they threw that one up. but the one he threw the
Couldn't have happened
interception.
to a bigger asshole.
Yeah, the fumble whenever you right. The
Baby
fumble,
back bitch.
yeah,
Baby back bitch.
the fumble that happened when he was trying to make a play. Sometimes niggas that make a bunch of plays, they make some negative too. He should have failed and took the sack, honestly, and just punted it. But then you got another one wide open in the middle. He catches the ball and dude smacks the ball from out of his hands behind him. And he dropped the pass before that. And then he dropped the pass at the very end. So it's like, damn, man, they actually outplayed them motherfuckers on offense and lost. They outplayed Buffalo and lost.
And that to me was the
same thing they did against the Chiefs last year. Just get in the game when you got a guy. They can tie the game at halftime. Say Flowers shows off against a 15-yard penalty, takes him out field goal position in one-score game. Then you go down there and dive in the end zone, drop the ball before you get in the end zone. Then you have a wide open touchdown and drop that. So it's like you only get so many times. Good teams you can't have turnovers against, bro. You cannot have turnovers. That like we played y'all last time. That game literally just came on before the podcast NFL Network, by the way. I watched it again. And we had 5 turnovers, man, and won. What the fuck is the chances, bro? If we have 5 turnovers and scored 36 points, that's wild. If you think about that, man.
Detroit had 5 turnovers and beat Houston.
Yeah, I was just about to say that.
Five turnovers and lost the heart.
That's upper echelon offense, and people aren't even considering that. They just say, "Oh, Saquon, that's a win." Yeah. I mean, Saquon goes off on everybody. You hold Saquon under 150, you might still have a chance, bro. Yeah, because the quarterback ain't even throwing for 150.
Shotguns brings up a good point here. He said the spread started at 4 and now it's 6, and I don't know if that's because they put Jalen Hurts at full. Let's say that full, or they're just trying to get a bunch of money in on the Commanders.
It was up before he listed as full, but I think
I got suggestions to why that is.
Man, probably because Cosme is out and you got to go get Jalen Carter. That's my.
But Dev, he's been. I mean, did they really think he was going to play? I don't know.
They probably had to wait till the MRI came on Monday.
Jim says, you would think Philly fans would appreciate the fact the Commanders canceled their travel plans to Detroit. Y'all got no class. I don't know if you've been on X or there's been so much fighting between banter. It's not getting hostile or anything. It's just friendly, boxing before the game between Commanders fans and Eagles fans. It is hilarious, actually. You go on there.
Eagles fans.
It is hilarious.
Hell, my best friend and your best friend are Eagles fans, bro. This is bullshit.
Look, I sat there and I watched that game on Saturday night, and before the game came on, because I was back and forth with it, because I just said, I was like, the Commanders can win this game. They just got to play their game and they'll be good. I said, but, the Lions, they hot, they're doing this, doing that. But it was after that first turn, I was like, this ain't looking good. Yeah. And I can see that the injuries really caught up to them. I was like, and because everybody kept saying it, and it wound up being the truth that you can't have 16 people on IR and expect you to do something, because they showed on that back end like these are third string corners.
I mean, they was third string corners against Minnesota, and they stopped them motherfuckers.
Well, you got to understand.
Jefferson and Addison.
Look, just like the Rams, they saw what they had to do to Sam Darnold. They're like, we just gonna pressure him. We're gonna bring back the New York Jets Sam Darnold, and that's exactly what they did.
Have you ever seen anyone in the history of the NFL lose as much money as Sam Darnold did the last 2 weeks of the year? Oh my God! I was on to keep Sam Darnold, get rid of McCarthy, get you a pick. Now I'm like, fuck that shit,
man. I don't
keep
know.
McCarthy, bro. I was glazing Darnold, man, for like fucking 16 weeks, bro.
He's still gonna get paid, dude.
Man, he get that $10 million Fitzpatrick money, nigga. That's what he get.
He lost out. He lost out on that $110 million.
Yeah, he lost out on that. He lost out on being a franchise. He's a bridge guy. Now he's Teddy Bridgewater now, bro.
No way. You go 15-2. You're a bridge guy.
Hey, man, he getting $87 million.
Watch, they ain't said it yet. They ain't said they.
I think he's gonna get around between 80 and 90.
For what?
He gonna get 80. He gonna get 87. He gonna get 87 million.
3.
4 years.
Yeah, he gonna get
3.
I would say. Oh, you giving him 3? I was gonna say 2.
45 at 2. No, I'd give him 3 at 30. 3 at 27 ish.
3 at 30 is $10 million a year. That's what I'm saying. He's getting the Fitzpatrick.
No, 30 times 3.
Oh, 30, fuck no, man.
He's getting 30,
he lost
bro.
all that, bro.
He's
he
getting
lost all
30.
that money, man.
He's getting 30.
He
was
lost
market.
all that money.
But the question is this though: does he stay in Minnesota or does he go somewhere else?
If he stay in Minnesota, the only way he getting it. And I don't think they're gonna do it, man. I think they saw too much, man. If you pressure up, do up the middle, he's toast. He is toast.
Yam said Saquon in New York was like Wendell Brown and Varsity Blues, did all the work, but got none of the glories or touchdowns because you had.
God, that's a hell of a great reference. Yeah.
That's why I started laughing.
Give Yam
That's why I started laughing. That's
there
so
you
true.
go.
Damn.
James Nicholas, what's up, James? What's good? NFC Championship week. That's right. We're here kicking it with our buddy Terrence here, talking about the Eagles 2024 season. So go ahead, continue, man. Where are we going with the Eagles season? We got into the regular season now. So where are we now in the Eagles story?
I mean, right now, you can just tell. I'm not gonna sit here and sugarcoat it, but injuries catch up to you, and the body is fatigued, and you can hope that. I mean, for me, I hope and pray that Jalen is mobile enough to be, a competitor in this game on Sunday. But if they hold him in the pocket, I saw what y'all defensive coordinator said about my quarterback today, and I said them be fighting words right there because they said he gonna run like a runner. We gonna hit him like a runner. I'm like, okay, those are fighting words right there. It's cool though. It's cool.
We already did it. We already did it, though. We already did it. Man, you better hope that dude can run. You better hope he can run, man. That dude barbecue chicken back there, boy.
Jack Attack.
I'm tired of these people playing nice, man.
What's up, Jack Attack?
I find
How you doing, man?
back to the shotgun spread thing. I find it disrespectful, kind of.
No,
not as disrespectful as the Lions. That 9.5 points for anybody 112 games is stupid.
That's Vegas. They're just trying to get people to play in on the Commanders.
Yeah,
that's what they're trying to do.
That's wild to me, bro. Because I'm like, man, look, a team won 12 games, 4 All-Pros, 2 Pro Bowlers, 11 Pro Bowl alternates, probably the Rookie of the Year, a guy that got shafted for being a Defense Rookie of the Year candidate. Sam still got shafted. He's not even on the list. By the way, Jay's not on the MVP list, which I get that, though. And there's Cliff Kingsbury's not even on the coordinator list of the year, dog, which is wild, bro. You know what I'm saying?
All right, man. So, let it keep going. Let the disrespect keep coming, man.
Well, I'm just saying, you mean to tell me that a team with all that going for them, you got a 9-point or even a 6-7 point underdog? That's wild, bro. The number 3 offense in the NFL.
Dude, it's a money grab. Dev, it's a money grab.
5 turnovers.
You don't use logic. You can't use logic. You are sound logic. That's not what Vegas needs money.
Them niggas gonna have 50 if they ain't turn it over but twice.
They're like, if people are gonna bet 4 points on the Commanders, if they're laying 6, they're gonna get so much more money because everyone thinks the Commanders, if they won't win, they'll cover 6. It's a money grab.
Yeah, I mean,
because I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it.
Better, more talented team. Fuck yeah, man. The Eagles should win. They're a good team, dog. They've been predicted to go to Super Bowl all fucking year, even by me, bro. Even by me. But I'm saying to you that if anybody of these teams that was left, the one team that could beat the Eagles will be us. We're the one team. That's just like I said against the Lions. We're the one team that can do it because no one else can score with them.
You don't think the Eagles could they?
No, I don't think they can score with them. I think they can get some turnovers, but they're going to keep scoring. The Lions going to score 30, man. You're not beating the Lions with 150 yards rushing and 150 yards passing, bro. That's not going to happen. You're not going to put up 35 points with that, bro.
So, Dev, this guy's giving you a shout out. Slick with the kicks. Says, yo, Dev, shout outs is Rico and PR. Commander
what's up, Puerto Rico? That's what's up.
Puerto Rico. Oh, Ref the District. What's up, Nathan Trevor Stoner, man? Thanks for popping in. Make sure you guys go check out Ref the District. Doing some good things over there.
So Indian. Let me say this. All right, I have my own suspicions to why that line moved too. That line moved after they announced who the officials are going to be.
The Hockey League crew.
God damn it,
Terrence. I don't know if you know about the Hockey League crew at us. It's bad.
And whether it's Ed or his son Sean, no matter what, we have never had a fairly called game by Ed Hockey League crew. I am not one of those blame the ref kind of guys, but this is historical. The rumor is that Ed Hockley always hated our franchise because he hated the Redskin name.
Passed on to his son.
And it's been passed on to his son, hate Washington. Because every time they even showed it, like there's a huge disparity as to how many penalties are called against us when Hockley is officiating, and it's his crew, versus any other game. And there's a significant difference. I got to find the stat that I saw, but it was something insane. And I was like, great. As soon as they announced that, all of a sudden the line goes from like 4 to 6. Well, it makes sense.
So I mean, we the only team that I feel like that is going to get the best help from the refs is Kansas City.
Oh, that's a given.
So
That's a given.
so the reason why I say that is because the referee that refereed our game in Washington was our referee when we played the Rams. And I said like, oh, here we go. I said he gonna haze CJ Garner Johnson all game because he the one that threw him out the game and everything. But he called a legit game. And I was like, okay, cool, no problem. We good. So I honestly think that with our game that there will be no I don't feel like the refs are going to be the ones that's going to take control of it because I feel like these two franchises are going to go out there and they're going to do exactly what it is that they have to do.
And you
to make
can't
sure
let
that
them.
they have a
You
phenomenal
can't let
game.
the refs be a factor in the game. You
can't.
know what I mean?
You can't because you have.
I would say real quick. The Jalen injury. It's very. For him to be. I'm not going to play the audio, but for him to be able to come back, this. Hopefully, I think this was a case of it looks worse than it actually was.
Yeah.
I mean, this happened. I mean, Jaden had a couple hits like this, but
sprained PCL, right?
Yeah, sprained PCL, which I've had before. It is very painful. It's not fun by any means, but I think with enough cortisone and if you don't put too much pressure on it, you'll be okay.
Boom. Comments are getting me this. All right. Stoner from Ref District says, great stat. 48% of Washington's season holding penalties came in the 2 games that Hockley officiated.
Wow.
There you go.
This is why I said this is not some like, the refs are out the focus kind of thing. No, this is legit.
Damn, that's tough.
Argue with that. That's a hell of a stat.
Yeah.
Shy Guns give me credit. See, Shy Guns was kind of knew what was up with that. Well.
Yeah. Well, when did it move though? Did it move today?
No, it moved today.
Yesterday.
It moved today.
That's when it was announced yesterday.
Yeah.
Because yesterday it was 6. Today it went to 6.5.
Oh, okay. I didn't know what the 6.5. I knew what the 6.
But today they also announced that Kenyon and Jalen were full at practice today. So
yeah.
Because
they said
2 points.
The guy that said they saw this, so they just
Hockley's officiating, Washington's screwed. That's what they're thinking.
Yeah.
Sal Palantonio was the one that said they was practicing, right? And he just saw him warming up. He didn't see nobody practicing.
Yeah, he just
like, no one's actually seen anybody practicing full. They just saw him warming up.
Stephen Paparo, what's up, man? I don't know what the Hercules reference is for, but
I think he meant to say Hockley. I think that was all correct.
Hercules.
I think I was actually happy that y'all were practicing outside today because yesterday y'all played inside the dome, and I was like, why are y'all practicing inside? We play outside. Y'all had a warm weather game in Tampa and y'all had a dome game in Detroit. Y'all know we gonna be outside.
I'm not worried about the elements with our team because we play such a because even though like if you look at how we played the Lions game, I wasn't here for the post game for the Lions, so I gotta throw this out there. Ball control. I mean, we run the most explosive ball control offense you've ever seen. Because we make big plays, it's a lot of horizontal passing game, a lot of quick slants, a lot of quick moves, and because of that, I don't really worry about the weather. We're not a team that's trying to beat you vertically every passing play, right? And when the running game's on, that helps as well. But we also use the passing game, a lot of that horizontal passing game, a lot of that West Coast kind of elements as an extension of the run game. So because of that, I'm not so worried about the weather because a lot of times with cold weather, the biggest concern is downfield passing. Cold hands, drop balls. But in
well, Phil, you say time of possession, and we always say time of possession is important. We think we're good at time possession. The Eagles are the number 1 time of possession offense in the NFL.
Oh yeah, they are.
So we're 7.
They should be.
Last 3 games.
Number 7. So it's not like we're top liver in that regard.
Last 3 games we've held it longer than them.
Oh, I'm sure. I mean, we held it for 33-59
against Detroit. Last one wasn't close.
Yeah, but this is regular season. So just throwing it out there. It's you're almost like facing your enemy in the mirror per se. You know what I mean?
Even the away team. I mean, even the away time for y'all is the same as your overall time. so like it said for your away was 30 minutes. It did for us, it was 32.
Yeah.
But your overall is like the same thing. So it's still like 2 minutes off. It's still not bad. So you're having ball control, which
Yeah,
is
we're
definitely
just
important.
we're like 4 seconds under
There
31.
you go. 4.5,
Ano-
6, 6 and a
Another
half.
thing people don't realize, we average more yards per
Something.
carry than they do too. Running. A
Yeah.
lot of people don't notice that.
Now, something else I'm gonna. Yeah, apparently when we were in the bubble, also they were playing the Eagles fight song the whole time.
There you go.
They probably just did it to get.
I
Rep-
actually posted my own rendition of it on Twitter.
Stoner says, "Come on, Mean Green. No respectable degenerate gambler says 6.5. It's 6.5." There you go. Hey, we got an Eagles fan on here. We practiced this
6.5.
No, real loud.
Six
Commanders fan.
point five.
6.5. Take the half point. Take the 0.5 points. James says, Phil, have you put some respect on Deami
No.
Brown?
Where
No,
you been,
Yeah.
James? Where you been, James?
No,
I predicted before the Tampa Bay game. I sent this prediction from Fort Lauderdale Airport, I believe it was.
We got the prediction, but have you put respect on his name? We're not saying you didn't predict it because we played your video.
Yeah. So obviously,
I thought it was AI video.
You know what? I think he's going to have a big game.
All right. There we go. There it is, ladies and gentlemen.
And I was right.
But are you a fan
I
of De'Ami
nailed
Brown?
that.
Will you
I'm
be
not trying to
purchasing a
re-sign him
De'Ami
or
Brown
anything like
jersey,
that.
Phil? Will you
No.
be purchasing a De'Ami Brown?
I don't purchase wide receiver jerseys. I'm too big of a dude for that. I
Are
see
you-
it whenever I see big dudes wearing a quarterback, running back, or quarterback, scat back, or wide receiver jersey or corner jersey or anything like that. I'm like, bro, no, you ain't that. You get a tight end jersey, you get a big fullback jersey, you get a lineman jersey, maybe even a linebacker. If you're a big dude, you should not be wearing little dude jerseys.
Put it, downtown. Put the ball.
I have two jerseys that sit in my closet right now because I only get jerseys when players have been around. Chris Cooley and Alvin Morris. Tells you how long it's been since I bought a jersey.
De'Ami Browns.
Dynamic, downtown, put it on the ground, almost threw a touchdown, first down, wild card round, divisional round, NFC Championship round, De'Ami Brown.
Yeah.
The name
Atlanta block down.
Atlanta block
So
down,
Terry
De'Ami
scores a
Brown.
touchdown, De'Ami Brown.
Yeah. Stephen Paparo says Commanders only put in once in the last 19 possessions. That's crazy. It's crazy.
No,
We're back to early season form.
We ain't put us but once since the Eagles.
Indian Lake, what's up? Says both teams had the same strategy. Time of possession. Yeah, that's it. That's the thing. And what I want to present real quick is the stop screen. Let's show the injury report here very quickly. And I think this is contributing a little bit to the needle moving on the time of possession. So here we go for the Eagles. Terrence, I'm gonna, we'll talk about this, but I want you to let me know if you think any of these are concerning to you. So Dallas Goedert didn't participate Wednesday or Thursday. You got Fred Johnson who didn't participate. Personal, he's probably fine. Cam Jurgens didn't participate Wednesday, Thursday. AJ Brown limited. Everyone else is full. Any of those top three concern you at all?
Cam Jurgens.
Cam Jurgens, center. Cam Jurgens. Okay. How did he get hurt last game?
So that's the thing, because when I saw him pop up on the injury report this week, it was just like back. I was like, when the heck did this happen? Because he stayed in the entire game. So I don't know if something may have flared up, after the game or whatever. So it's just one of the things where tomorrow I'm just hoping that he practices. Because if he practices tomorrow, then I feel like he'll play. But if he doesn't practice tomorrow, then it's like, okay, we'll have four linemen. They'll shift Lane Johnson, possibly. I mean, not Lane. They'll shift Landon Dickerson, possibly the center or whomever, and then you'll have Landon, Jordan, Mekhi Becton, Lane Johnson. And you'll probably have Tyler Steen in there, as the backup. Who knows? We'll see. Or we'll probably have Fred Johnson. We'll have either one of those two in there. But you'll still have Stoutland University in there. But Cam Jurgens, not being in there, it's a big one because he's a Pro Bowl center. You let go of a Hall of Fame. Well, a Hall of Fame center retires. He comes in his first year starting. He's a Pro Bowler. So just something is going to be missed right there if he doesn't play. Dallas Goedert, I ain't worried about him too much because he's been injured all season. So moving on from that one. But
Is he really? He really hasn't done that much, has he?
Dallas Goddard.
10 games. Looks like he's okay.
And,
He's
and
played
it's
10 games. I see.
and it's and it's no is no disrespect to the man that's with you all now, but
Yeah.
Zach Ertz was the same. He was the same way with us. It was like,
Yeah.
dude, like he
Yeah.
was never healthy. And then I look at Dallas Goddard. I'm like, he's 10 times worse. It's like, dude, you can't stay healthy for nothing.
Right.
I like Dallas Calcaterra. I mean, I like Grant Calcaterra anyway. I just feel like he's more hungrier to be that guy. So if we were to move on from Dallas Goddard next year, I would be completely okay with that. I seriously would.
Stoner says Jurgens doesn't play, it's a massive deal. Like when we lost Tyler Biotis for a game, man, it's like our line didn't know what to do. He's the center's the quarterback of the line. It's crazy. Yem says we get 4 downs to work with while every other team gets 3 on average. That's kind of one of our things, right? We've gone for it more than 4th down. We literally, it's a Madden game. And I think a lot of that is because we don't trust our kicker, but our percentage is so high on 4th down. Our 4th down percentage, where did it go? Is the league highest. We are 87% on 4th down conversions, 20 of 23. That's insane. So it is actually an X factor, I think. T Rose says we practice in the bubble, used to loud crowds there listening to music. Steven Paparo says McKee would pick us apart. I see a lot of Eagles fans saying if Jalen can't go, screw Kenny Pickett and go Tanner McKee.
So when I look at all that, I look at those I look at those fans as fans that don't know what they want. They look at this is great, we want this, and then all of a sudden, they don't do anything. Prime example, and I know a lot of people are going to hate me for this, and I really don't give a shit. But Nick Foles, everybody was so happy when Nick Foles was like, "Yeah, he won the Super Bowl," but it's like y'all continue to forget Carson Wentz did what he did that year. Now, granted, Carson lost his mind; he thought that he had to be this guy, and he completely forgot how to play football. But Nick Foles will always be a glorified backup quarterback because every time he was a starter, he did absolutely nothing. So that's why people out here talking about like, Tanner
won a
McKee.
Super Bowl, didn't he?
Yeah, he won a Super Bowl as a backup, but he already had the pieces around him. But if you got those same pieces around you and you're the starter, what's the problem? What happened?
Yeah.
Like, he go into the next year, he should have been able to go and do the same thing that he did in that playoff run, but he didn't. And people also forget that when he was out there in the Dallas game, he looked bad. They took him out. The Giants game, he looked bad, but he got it together. And when they played the Raiders on Christmas Day in 2017, I'll never forget that. He looked bad then. That Atlanta game, if you go back and you look at that Atlanta game, we could have lost that Atlanta game in the divisional round. But when he got into that game against Minnesota, I knew we were going to trash Minnesota because Minnesota was they had this whole Cinderella thing going on. But I knew when Minnesota came to town, we was going to trash them. I was more worried if we were having the Saints that year because I think the Saints would have beat us. And then when we played the Super Bowl against Tom Brady, then it was just like, hey, he went out there and he played the game of his life. I think Nick Foles went out there and was just like, look, I got to play this game because I may not have another shot at being the starter again. And he went out there and he did it. So
that's fair.
It is what it is. So people out here talking about Tanner McKee, y'all can have that, man. I'm still riding with Jalen Hurts. I'm gonna keep riding with him until he gives me a reason to not ride with him anymore. And that's all I got to say about that.
Got a couple other Eagles fans who popped in the chat here. Said hi. You got some support here. You got the 803 Hitman said Jurgens is playing. Dallas Goddard is playing, so you got a little backup in the chat there, Terrence. You're not.
If you do,
not all alone.
If you do, that's cool. If you do, it's cool. But I'm like, if you don't, I'll be all right. But I need Cam to play. I need Cam to play. Definitely need that.
As far as Noah Brown goes, Thomas, thanks for popping in, Thomas. He had a rib injury, and you like with Jaden's. You don't know what's going on. I think he, on top of his rib, I think he also had some kidney issues. So I don't know.
Yeah, because it was like all of a sudden, like it was a rib injury. Suddenly, it's like he's on IR, and it wasn't like he was immediately put on IR. So they found some internal damage later on with further examination.
Yeah. But
But
ever
I'm
since
not particularly worried about Noah Brown.
we got Dayami,
right now.
I think we're okay. From a Commander's perspective, let's take a look at let me zoom out here. Sam Cosme is out. I think Sam Cosme is done. I don't know why they just don't put him on the IR. He tore his ACL. He tore his ACL. The man ain't playing. Sam Cosme is our best offensive lineman at right guard. There's no question about that. I don't think anyone denies that. Jeff Driscoll, yeah, he's our third quarterback. Deron Payne, we need him to play. I don't know if you saw his last game, Terrence, but Deron Payne versus the Lions, his finger literally went like a 90-degree angle, like up and over.
Oh,
wow.
Let me find a picture.
It was disgusting.
You got the X-ray.
I missed that.
He continued to play, but I don't know if he's going to be available. Hopefully they can cast it up. Just having his big body presence in the middle might be kind of nice. Ryan, what's up, Ryan?
He pulled a Ronnie Lott.
He did, man. He did. Ronnie Lott, he missing that finger, I think. Or maybe it's like this. Ryan Lott, his big game from Ertz after the BS with him and Sirianni's last game, over 70 catches since 2019. I remember when Zach Ertz played his last game.
Oh, I got.
Field.
You want to see what Deron Payne played with? This is why I take Deron Payne over John Allen. John Allen, whatever, but Deron Payne's kind of showed me a lot this season. But this, where is it?
This, behold.
Yeah. Damn!
It's broken.
Yo, that thing is off the bone. Good night.
Way off the bone. It's like chicken on the bone, chicken off the bone. For real. But as far as those injuries go, Bobby Wagner not playing today is concerning. Hopefully it's just veteran rest, but he's nursing an ankle. And then Cosme, of course, I think that means Trent Scott, Cornelius Lucas, somebody's got to step up. What about you, Devin, Phil? What are your other concerns about Cosme, Driscoll, Payne, and Wagner not playing?
I'm not worried about.
I'm not worried about Driscoll.
I'm not worried about the Hall. I'm not worried about the Hall of Famer and Wagner. He's gonna play.
Yeah, he'll figure it out.
I'm not worried about. I'm a little worried about Cosme being out kills me because he is our best lineman.
James brings up a good point. There hasn't been a roster spot for C-Rod. They brought up Colson Yankoff before they brought up C-Rod because he plays specials. And now that Cosme's gone, I haven't seen the transaction yet.
No, because you've got Eckler there, and why are we going to bring up a fourth running back when?
Well, B-Rod had been stumbling, but.
I mean, yeah, we ran the ball well last game. I don't know if I want to change that up just yet.
Yeah, we did run it well. Yeah, NRS, another Eagles fan invading the chat. 29-24, Eagles over Commanders. Man, look at you guys.
Blankenship with a pick to seal the game? I don't think so.
Tape it up and play. Ouch. Just, spit on it, right? Rub some dirt on it. Here we go.
Dirt on it. Make a salt tablet.
NRS Blankenship with a pick to seal the game. NRS, it neither Reed or CJ Gardner. We'll see, man.
I mean, you can't say that just Jaden just willy-nilly throws interceptions. Jesus Christ.
To be fair though, the Eagles defensive coordinator, he has something that Jaden struggles with, man, because it seemed like he has both games didn't he have multiple turnovers in both of them?
He did.
Right, and he doesn't do it against anyone else. You can tell there's something there where he understands there's something Jaden doesn't see in every game. But
it was the Thursday night game. It was a Thursday night game when they had the emphasis on, Jaden Daniels not turning the ball over, and he went out there and just, turned the ball over multiple times, and it was just like, wow. And then you look at the, round two, and it was just like
he threw for 5 touchdowns.
Yeah, but he also had 2 interceptions. But
he did.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, and that's not a lot in the grand scheme of it, because like I said, one of those was a punt reception. You know what I'm saying? Basically, but I don't feel like I feel like the Eagles are going to just drop back in. It's like they're more successful against Jaden dropping back in zones because it makes him have to make a choice. And they're one of the few teams that can still get good pressure even if they don't send anybody. So
Yeah.
I think
Because
that's
the
what
one
the
thing,
Eagles want to do. But
Yeah.
can y'all please no.
Hey, Terrence, come on, man. This
No.
is a roast
Damn,
session,
I didn't know she was black, bro. I said it on the radio.
You
brother.
didn't know that?
I
You
said it
didn't
on
know
the
that,
radio.
Devin?
I just said it on the
Oh
radio. Damn, man.
Nah, man.
Two steps
Nah,
backwards.
man.
I'll
Two
play
steps
this.
backwards.
I'll play this, and I got a very quick story to
Dude,
share
Martin
with
Luther
you
King
guys.
too, man. That's messed
Mayor
up.
of Philadelphia.
Let me hear you all say E-L-G-L-E-S.
Look, he's looking at us.
E-L-G-L-E-S. Eagles!
Man, that dude next to her was like, what the
One more
fuck?
time.
Did she do it twice?
No, I just replayed it. He's like, what?
Eagles!
I got something for you.
I had to do it.
Oh,
I'm
my
sorry.
God.
I got something for you.
That makes my skin crawl every time I hear that.
What's the literacy rate in Philadelphia, bro?
You don't want to know.
52%. There's a tweet that actually that's been going around about
Christ,
it, man. I don't know.
Yeah, go on, man.
Hey, when somebody from
rewrote-
Kentucky's
I
laughing
rewrote-
at you
rewrote
spelling,
Fly,
man,
Eagles
you know.
Fly.
Man, like, wow.
Yeah, so in Iraq in 2006, I was there for 15 months. I was there for 2 football seasons. I made a bet with an Eagles fan, and whoever won had to sing the other person's fight song out loud, standing up in the dining facility. And so, of course, the Redskins lost that year in 2006, and I had to get up and sing the Eagles fight song. And I did exactly what she did. I said E-G. I totally spelled it wrong, but I'm not an Eagles fan, so I shouldn't have to know it. But I just want to say that I did the same thing. So
That's okay. Like I said, I rewrote the song.
There you
More
go. Die Eagles die on the road to misery. Fry Eagles fry.
Tastes like chicken to you and me, sucking low, sucking high, and watch the Eagles die. Die, Eagles die on the road to misery. ELGSES something.
There you go. There you go. All right, Jared. Let's talk about matchups to watch for, man. So we talked about we know who's injured.
I swear I'm talking to Cowboys fans right now, man. Like what's love, man?
All right. Terrence, you got your fan base in order. I was on the cruise ship, and early on my cruise, I was watching the Bucks game, Commanders Bucks, and we're going back and forth. I got like one other dude with me who's cheering Commanders, and we're going back and forth some Bucks fans, just like we're celebrating. And then some random dude in a Jalen Hurts jersey just out of nowhere in like the fourth quarter just goes EAGLES Eagles, and I was like, I turned around and said, "Congratulations, you can spell." Oh my God, you would have thought I said that his mama was ugly. Like, I'm like, bro, your team's not even playing, and you're doing that stupid chant.
Man, people are already putting predictions in the chat. Save that for later. I got them logged. I got Yam and AG and Ohio Lake logged, but Indian Lake, Ohio. We're gonna get those at the end.
803 man saw my lyric about sucking up. No, I'm saying that's the Eagles fans that are doing
we ain't there yet. All right, Terrence. We know who's healthy. We think we know who's gonna play. What are the matchups you're looking for? Come Saturday.
AJ and Lattimore.
Yeah. AJ and Lattimore. Now, last time Lattimore played, and Marcus said this earlier, Lattimore wasn't healthy. He shouldn't have come back. He was still nursing that hamstring. He was healthy. He had a goose egg. He had a goose
this
egg.
Man had two big PI, and it was just like,
yeah, he's healthy.
But the thing about AJ and Lattimore, they always have great matchups against each other. So I feel like that's going to be one to definitely look out for right there. So, and Jalen Carter against that offensive line.
Yeah, man, 100% agree. Jalen Carter, that's the one. The one you got to watch out for.
Quick pass. Don't let him have time to get to the quarterback.
That's it. Don't give him time. Deb, what about you, man? What matchups you looking for this from Sunday, man?
Obviously, I'm looking at Cosme being missing and allowing have to go against Jalen Carter.
Jalen, he's an animal, dude.
It's tough, and they got two of, and I think what's things out though. The other defensive tackle, right? The defensive tackle that's also the defensive end, whatever. That's young for Philly. And don't you have a defensive lineman out?
Josh Sweat.
Oh,
not Nolan Smith, right?
Talking about Josh Sweat.
Josh Sweat.
The only defensive end that is out is Brandon Graham. That's it.
Maybe that's what I'm thinking of. But
Everyone else is healthy.
I'm worried about that. I mean, I know that Jaden is. I think they did a. I just had it up, but I think that Jaden, they said, was 91% on or 81%, excuse me, on blitzes. He's number one in the league since week 7. I think that 100 in total QBR, 100 is perfect. 50 is average. I think he's at like 91 against the blitz.
Yeah,
it's some ridiculous amount. It seemed like he got like every time Philly blitzed him the second game, he like won every one of them.
But and that's the thing I was going to get at. Vic Fangio doesn't really blitz like that, and that was the problem with the Lions. They thought they had the blitz on everything, and that's why he destroyed them.
But they had the highest blitz rating in the league, blitz percentage in the league, though. That's something you knew was going to happen. Yeah, it's
like we are good with bringing our 4, and then sometimes we'll bring 3, and we're good, and we just drop everybody else back in coverage.
Yeah,
because that's why we was able to get the turnovers like that. But as far as blitzing, we mostly blitz, and that's what killed us on when Jaden did that 30-yard run. We were like, all right, we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna blitz, but we're gonna play the dime and we're gonna push everybody back because I think it was like what was like 3rd or 4th, and it was definitely long. And pause. And they went out and was just like, yo, what are y'all doing? Like, you can't let this man just, get all them yards and everything. I mean, missed tackles, but that was just a bad scheme that they played on that one right there.
The Eagles blitzed 19.1%. That's 4th least in the 5th least in the NFL.
Yeah, like I said, we don't blitz.
They'll drop linemen before they blitz, and like I said, and that's usually the kind of ways that they use to trick
Jaden.
Trick Jaden.
Because there was a couple of times that they sent Nolan Smith on drop backs, and he was on the line as well.
Mm-hmm. We do the same thing with Louvu,
Mm-hmm.
But it's going to be. I think that's what we're going to look at. Our offensive line. I'm hearing rumors that we're going to kick Wiley in to guard and start Lucas at right tackle. I hope.
I would much rather be comfortable with that.
Yeah.
I think I think someone asked the coach during the press conference yesterday, and he said that looks like it's probably what they're going to do. But then he also said Scott looks like he's ready to go, though. Looks like he can play good guard. So Chris Paul would be the starter, I would assume, though, right?
He would be. I think he would be.
It's hard to tell. And I really don't think they're trying to give away too much on that one because it's like
it's one of the things like the Jalen Hurts, is he hurt or not thing. Who knows, man?
Marcus says Lattimore and Samerstill versus the Eagles wide receivers is what he's looking for. Ryan says Nakobe Dean is injured. That's right. Nakobe Dean. I don't think Nakobe Dean's coming back.
Didn't he get injured against us? Didn't Nakobe get injured against us?
No, Nakobe got injured against Green Bay. He has a fractured patella.
Look at 803. I'm mad Washington got rid of Forbes.
Somebody kick him out.
We happy.
I would be too. I would be too.
Hey, yo, Hitman, when y'all got rid of Forbes, I was the same way too. I was like,
Hitman's one of you. Hitman's
man, shit. Talk all the shit I want. Talk all the shit I want about Forbes.
Hitman's with you, Terrence. He's a.
No, I'm just saying when y'all, I was talking about y'all. When y'all got rid of Forbes, man, I was just like, damn, who we gonna cook now?
Hey, Phil. Ryan said, 803. Thank you for taking Dotson off our hands.
Right. Even fair.
Yeah, man. Look, Dotson. I like Dotson here, but Dotson in Philly is ass.
I didn't like Dotson. Yeah. Philly, man. Hey, y'all
Dotson had his first touchdown of the season.
He did, which is crazy.
In a playoff game.
St. Juice was getting killed worse than Forbes. Hell, y'all clown on Forbes. St. Juice was the one getting destroyed by you guys. Yeah, to be real honest, man, Lattimore wasn't doing too well.
True.
Lattimore wasn't doing too well against him either, man. Honestly,
yeah, but Lattimore wasn't
hamstring. Yeah, the hamstring was fucking him up.
Thomas says Lattimore looks happy to be here. 1 game away from the Super Bowl. I think he gets a pick Sunday.
Has he gotten the Super Bowl? Does he have one already?
No, he does not.
I thought he had one rookie year. The Saints.
Oh, a Super Bowl.
Yeah, I thought he got one with him.
That I don't know.
No.
Wagner has one. Zacchaeus has one.
2007.
Weston has 3. And Eddie, whatever, the lineman.
All ready for the Chiefs.
Yeah, he has 3. And 7 straight. consecutive championship conference.
Because he's been on the Chiefs, man.
Hey, now he's a good luck charm on our
He's
team.
our good luck charm.
Yeah.
Phil, what about you, man? What matchups are you looking to look forward to on Sunday?
I feel like it's going to be our front seven, and actually I should say our defense in general, versus the Philly pass defense. And this is going to kind of lead into my keys to the game, or however you want to call it. I always like to look to the past whenever I see a situation that comes up that concerns me. It's like, what has worked before? If you know your NFL history, Super Bowl 25. I'm going way back on this one. This, by the way, the game plan that I'm going to reference, it is in the Hall of Fame. But basically, the Bills come in, they got this high-powered K-gun offense, Thurman Thomas, Jim Kelly, all that, right? Their game plan was, we'll let Thurman Thomas get his yards on the ground. We shut down the pass completely. We wrecked their pass game, and we play heavy ball control. Just keep them desperate. Keep them desperate. But we can't focus on one because they're going to catch us on the other. So which one are we going to give away? So they let Thurman Thomas get his yards. Thurman Thomas goes off for 134 yards and a touchdown. And I think that you do that with Barkley. Not like completely let him go. I mean, you try to contain him, but it's not like if you key only on the pass, you force them to either lean on Saquon or make mistakes. So it's our defense versus their passing game. If I'm the defensive coordinator, and it's like, and you mitigate Hurts. You focus on stopping Hurts when he runs, stop Hurts when he throws. Make them lean on Saquon to win, and make them only lean on Saquon.
They only let him Saquon the whole game. This nigga's only thrown for 135 yards in each of his last 2 or 3 games, dog. Hurts ain't did shit, but they winning.
I'm with you, Phil. For me, it's the same thing. It's make Saquon beat you. The hobbled injury to Hurts, I think he's going to be limited, but I think make Saquon beat you. That's what you got to worry about. 2,000 rushing yards, another 278 on the ground, 25 touchdowns. If we can contain him, I think we'll be all right.
I think that's a terrible.
Saquon is under he's 100 and he's less than 150 yards away from breaking the all-time season plus postseason record in rushing yards. When Terrell Davis set it in 1998.
Man, look, dog. I know y'all said the game plan is to let Saquon run. I think it's the opposite. I think it's to make Hurts throw the ball on y'all. Put them in predictable third downs where they can't push and run for 3rd and 2. Get them in 3rd and 7 situations, because Hurts without play action is barbecue chicken, bro. He's only got a slant. He's only can throw a slant or a deep pass off play action, bro. He has no other tools in the shed outside slant, play action. Oh no, I gotta run. That's Hurts, bro. If you can make them have to throw the ball on 3rd and long or play from behind, they're dead meat, bro. They can't beat you like that.
You would go the opposite way of what I'm talking about. You would actually.
I would put 9-10 in a box if I got to, dog. You gotta throw for 300, bro. That's the only way you're gonna beat me.
That's not a bad way either. But you
gotta throw for 300.
It's such a one-dimensional defense, one way or another,
because they got a one-dimensional offense.
You take away half of their options to play.
Man, they don't run. They don't pass. They pass 15, 16 times a game sometimes. Look at his last 3 games. He ain't going over 150 in none of them passing.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. They don't pass. So if you're saying just let them run, that's what they want to do. They would rather they'd rather not pass. And even when they do pass, it's off a run action. You know what I'm saying? So that seems like you don't want her to do it. I want to see some pain at defensive end.
Pain.
Johnny Newton and Allen in tackle. I want to see some of those packages like we had in a couple of games.
Hell, you want to drop in a 5-man line?
I want to drop every now and then. I ain't saying
hell yeah. I'm down with that.
But
you
dude,
Saquon
is an animal,
5-man
bro.
line, right? 5-man line, right? With 5-on-5, you got Dorrance Armstrong on one end, you got Dante Fowler on the other, and then you put Payne, Newton, and Allen in the middle, and you run Louvu and Wagner at linebacker. That's not a bad way to go.
They've been putting that same lineup, except not Coleman, but Armstrong got that. They've been putting Louvu at the end and then sliding Chin down. That's how they've been running that 5-2 nickel kind of deal. But either way, Either way, dog. I mean, every now and then on the short yard situation or even on first downs, man, when you know they're going to run the ball. So that's what I think. I think you should. There's going to be a lot of single high safety looks for the Eagles, man. And if Hurts beat your ass, you deserve to lose, bro, because he ain't beat nobody all fucking year, bro. Hurts hasn't beat no one the entire year, bro. Without
not by himself.
Not period, dog. 150, 120 something yards in the game. It's like you're not. I could do that, bro. I could go to Philly right now and throw 120 yards, dog, and hand the ball up to Saquon every time and throw screens and slants the entire game, bro. That's all he does.
How many rushing touchdowns does he have? Oh, he's got 14. He's got more touchdowns than Saquon.
But he's getting the ball at the 5 and the 2.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's a merchant. It's not. Yeah. So, and I'm a big Hurts. Everybody's watched the show. No, I like Hurts. I like Hurts. He's one of the smartest quarterbacks in the league. He knows his fucking limitations. He knows exactly how to play his brand of football, dog. And he's got an offense that's tailored to do the things he does extremely well. That's why he's dangerous, man. Yeah. Because he's smart.
He didn't have to throw for 3,000 yards.
Yeah, you don't have to, bro. That's genius. Why would you? Yeah. That's what Lamar should have did, man. That's what they should have did. Hand the fucking ball off.
Phil Bullock says, hit that like button, people. We got a ton of people watching this video. We only got 14 likes on the YouTube, man. If you guys are on YouTube, man, please hit that like button for us, man. It don't cost a thing. We greatly appreciate it, man. Make sure you hit that like button for us.
And they get away with that, by the way. They get away with that because their defense is basically number one in everything. So when you're number one in everything, man, and you don't turn the ball over, you win 15 fucking wins, bro.
So I gotta I gotta clap it out for Derek right there, because first and foremost, thank you for the respect on my quarterback, for one.
Yeah, I like
that. And yes, absolutely. That's why I always tell people all the time, because they was like, that's why I get so pissed off when people be like, I want Tanner McKee. I'm like, I don't need a quarterback that can throw 300 yards a game. If you can manage what you're doing to your limitations, I'm okay with that. You know what you can do. You know what you can do. Bruh, dude, go out there and do what you got to do. And like you said, that's what makes him dangerous, because he's like, oh, I know I can't throw that way, but I can throw this.
Yeah. Like we knew the slant was coming last game, man. He was still throwing the goddamn slant. You can't stop the shit because you got to sell out. And if you sell out on Jalen Hurts, man, Saquon's going to run 60-yard run up the sideline like he did the time we did sell out. That's the kind of shit that happens, bro. So the most dangerous motherfucker on that team is Hurts, but he's only the most dangerous motherfucker on the team because Saquon is better than him. It's weird. It's weird to explain it like that, but the best player on the team isn't the guy you got to worry about.
It makes perfect sense, because that's why I said, about Swift. Because Swift was good, but he ain't Saquon.
No.
Miles Sanders, it was like, bruh, Jalen was running the ball.
Man, there was a brief period in history where Miles Sanders might have been better than Saquon for a little bit. Like, it was like a little bit, like a year or two, and they're like, God dang, man, he might have
just a little bit.
That didn't last.
Just a little bit. But when you put that man behind a line like that, it's like, bro, I'm gonna cook. Because you was out there in New York trying to be Barry Sanders, doing it by yourself, but you was getting hurt. Now you got a line where you can break 60 yards, 6 times for a touchdown.
But Kai Baker like 6'7", 6'8", bro, from Louisville. But you got guys like that, and they just basically, that's why I said Washington. If Washington doesn't beat Philly, Philly will win it all, bro. They're the only ones built. Even though they've underachieved that stopping the run, they're the only ones built to do it, because they got enough defensive linemen where they won't be able to weigh on us the whole game. We can bring in fresh guys more often than other teams can. And we got 2 all-pro linebackers. We're fixed to beat them. It pisses me off when I see, because every time we play, we know what's coming, dog. It's going to be a goddamn duo every time. They're going to run a fucking duo on you every time and double team both your tackles and force your linebackers to choose which hole the running back's going in. That's a duo. And we still can't stop them. With 2 all-pro linebackers, that should be they should be running into our strong suit. But it seems like it doesn't happen that way. So I'm hoping we just shore that shit up. Chin's going to have to come up and make some hits. Quan Martin's going to have to come up and make some hits, bro. And in order to do that, they're going to have to single cover these wide receivers. You're going to have to let Hurts. You're going to have to make Hurts beat you, bro. He hasn't proven to do that all year.
Still, though, you can do that.
Didn't do it last game.
Didn't do it last game. We gave up 200 yards rushing. 200 yards rushing on that loss to the Eagles. So,
yeah. I think we hold him under 140. It's crazy to say.
Well, I
But
think
if we hold
Dev
him under
already did his.
140, we can beat
But
him.
I think Dev
I
just did
think-
his Eagles win as this Commanders win if so.
Oh, yeah,
Terrence.
yeah.
Eagles win
But
if.
I think I think so. I've been talking about this all day. The Eagles win if you run the ball effectively, you don't turn the ball over, and you continue to play stout defense. It's those three things right there. Simple as that.
Same game plan for us.
You have to play the way you've been playing. Yes, it's the playoffs. Everybody's like, well, you got to do something different. Yeah, that's what happened to Detroit. They thought they could do trick plays and that was going to work. No, you have to play the way you've been playing, but you got to take it up a notch. Okay, you was running the ball, you're going to have to run harder. Or you playing defense hard, you're going to have to play defense harder. Oh, you wasn't turning the ball over, you're going to have to make sure you got the invisible stickum on your hands. You're going to have to do something. That's how you win the game. You turn the ball over, it's over.
Yeah. That's what it's going to be. Whoever turns the
Columbus
ball
Brown
over,
looks like he's an Eagles fan. Says Commanders acting like they really got a chance. You're been garbage. Hearing defenses busted. So our defense was busted earlier in the year. Okay, Detroit thought the Commander defense was busted. We had 4 interceptions and 5 total turnovers.
That sentence was definitely something. I think that's Philly's mayor.
Halfway through the season,
it's a burner for Philly's mayor.
this is a true
It's a
statement.
burner for Philly's mayor. There's no way you suck that bad with autocorrect and backspace function. You're being garbage.
The Commanders defense was bad halfway through the season. Maybe that was they hit the hump and they finally found their stride. It was enough to make them finish.
We started the season, like first 4 games, we were the worst defense in the league, and we were traced to be historical, and we finished in the middle of the pack.
We would have been top 10 after week 12.
We were playing top 16 ball.
After week 12, we've been like top 10.
And we still have one of the best pass defenses in the league. Look it up.
So we are the Commanders offense. The Commanders offense is ranked 5th in points score. We're the 5th scoring offense in the NFL. The Eagles
wait. But what are we in relation to the ones in the playoffs?
I don't know. The Eagles are the 7th scoring offense in the NFL. We are the 5th scoring offense.
Are we above the Chiefs and the Bills?
I don't know. It don't matter right now.
I was like, we're number one.
Points allowed. The Commanders are the 18th. They allow the 18th most points. The Eagles they're the number 2 scoring prevention defense in the NFL. Yards allowed, the Eagles are the number 1 defense in the NFL. Yards allowed, we are the 13th. So we are the number 3 ranked defense in the NFL for yardage. So you're not going to pass too much. Now, rushing, we are still the 30th ranked defense in the NFL, but we are the third best rushing offense in the NFL, and you guys are the 2nd or 10th best rushing defense in the NFL. So we are right behind you in rushing offense. You're number 2, we're number 3. So
we actually average more yards per carry than the Eagles.
We do. We certainly do.
According to the playoffs now, we're number 1 and y'all are number 2 because Baltimore is out.
There you go. The king is at home in the castle. Yeah. Tim says, I'm with Dev on this. Go all out versus the run. Force hurts to beat you. I think that's the key, man.
In order to do that, though, in order for Hurts to even attempt to be the guy to beat you, though, you got to get him in 3rd and 7 or shit like that. You can't let him go 3rd and 1s.
Yeah.
It's the only way to do it.
Dev is 100% correct. Thomas, this is why AJ is reading the book. Hurts ain't his guy. I don't know, man. Los 239 Gorillas. Commanders beat a JV Lions defense. Barkley will get well over 150 yards. Why Commies defense is almost last in the run, sir. In the run. Detroit was the number 1 seed in the NFL.
In pass defense.
Detroit was the number 1 seed in the NFC.
Did the Eagles play Detroit this year?
No, they did not.
No.
Detroit had the number.
Not going well for them if they did.
Detroit was
next year though.
Detroit was the number 1 scoring offense in the NFL. The number 1 scoring offense in the NFL.
Outscored them.
And what did they do?
You don't have to explain nothing to that dude, dog. We got 36 on the number 1 defense already. Like 4 weeks ago, bro. Like 3 or 4 weeks ago, we scored 36 with 5 turnovers.
I know there's
quarterback.
some fans who act like we haven't played the Eagles all year.
It's crazy. And with the first game, we should have won that one. Keep it real.
Look, all I know is y'all had y'all had the right color going when y'all played the Lions because Dr. Robotnik came out there and he defeated Sonic. That's all I know.
There's a couple of misfortunate accidents happened against y'all in the last game. The drop slant, fucking missed field goal, right? Like 40 yards away. Like a bunch of crazy shit.
Yeah, it says Jalen's the best attribute. He's smart. It's not his arm or squatting 6,000 pounds. He's just smart. He's like a cog in any other player. That's true.
Right. Yeah. He's a ultimate game management leader, and he's a good leader, man.
Yeah,
I like Hurts. He's smart.
Jalen is one hit away from being. I hate to say this, knock on wood, because I don't want to see anyone get hurt, but the dude's been concussed like 5 times in the last month, man. He's one hit away from really having some issues.
Oh man,
we didn't make it up in first place.
Billy Mayer's back.
Don't hurt that dude, man.
Billy Mayer's back. All right. Can someone please make sense of this goddamn?
What is your record?
What is your record? You always looked like trash a month ago, straight up, but garbage. What about the senior back into the lunatic column?
12-5, dude.
Is that English? English, motherfucker. Do you speak it?
We finished 12-5.
I'm trying to figure out what you're talking about here.
Talk is cheap, motherfucker.
It ain't for everybody.
What?
I can't even make sense. Like, what is your record? 12-5.
I like.
You look like trash a month ago.
Come on back Sunday or whenever we podcast Monday when we pod again.
A month ago, we were beating you guys.
I'm probably crying.
All right, guys. Phil, Commanders win if, man.
Commanders win if they dominate time of possession and keep the Eagles' offense off the field because it's got to force them into throwing the ball to win and not leaning on Saquon. So you got to get them off the field quickly, but you also got to maintain long drives. That's something we do well. Long, 15, 16 play drives, 70, 80 yards, grind that clock out.
There ain't nothing
you gotta get 35 plus minutes of time of possession. That should be a goal. You gotta do it with mixing up the run game, mixing up the Jaden Daniels design runs, short passing game, get their defense to come up, and then you go over the top to a Terry or a De'Ami Brown, since he's now finally learned how to beat a defense.
There ain't nothing we don't do well.
You got, these are the things you gotta do. And you gotta find ways to get unexpected guys involved too. Catch their defense, trying to key on the guys who have been playmakers. Look, one of the reasons why De'Ami Brown has taken off this postseason, no one was checking for him. Guess what? No, now teams might be checking for him, but you know what? They might not be checking for Jamison Crowder. May not be checking for Luke McCaffrey. You get a couple big plays, some of those guys, and you got their defense going all kinds of crisscross because they're not looking.
Hey, Luke McCaffrey ain't doing shit though. We're gonna just
his nickname is Scooter. Okay. Scooter. Ryan said this man named Columbus. Luke get your ass back to Santa Maria, Nino. Yeah. Hey, listen. Like Gerald said, this was supposed to be a year one of a rebuild, man. We have the most cap space in the NFL. It was supposed to be a recalibration, man, and here we are. We don't have a solid roster like all these other teams. So, like I said, we do. We definitely have a solid roster. The sky's the limit.
Listen, bro. 4 all pros. Name the team in the league that's got
Dev, I'm not talking about those guys. I'm talking about depth. I'm talking about $110 million of people that aren't on this team. The roster is going to get way better than you think it's good now.
Yeah, we're not
just
finished
wait.
Product. But you can't say we don't have a mean roster when everybody on the field contributes.
No, I'm saying we're going to get better. That's all I'm saying. This is year one of a rebuild, man. It's a recalibration. For me, you guys already said this time of possession, you make Jalen Hurts beat you. I don't think there's any point in dwelling on this any further. Let's go over some over unders here real quick. A couple other new people in the chat here. Jet James, what's going on? Thanks for popping in. Said no, he not. Jaden will be just fine. Yam says wrong, Phil. We're 14-5 now. There you go. This game will be easier than the Tampa game. Also, Eagles won't be an issue. James is confident. I'll say that much for sure. Here we go. So a couple over unders here just to tease everyone in the chat. The sports books, we like to do this we'll start with you, Terrence. They got Jalen at 175 yards passing. Over under. 175 passing. On that note, I'll give myself a little bit more Yellowstone bourbon. You're going under on that one, okay?
I'm going under.
What about the rest of you guys? Jalen, 175 passing.
There's a part of me wants to say over simply
I'm
because
going way under.
Hold on, because we're going to have to force him to throw the ball more. But forced teams to do that and held them to under that too. So I'm going to say under.
Under. So Phil's going under.
And that's his week 10.
175.
Oh no, I'm just guessing.
I'm going to say over just because 175 is, and this is why Vegas puts those numbers out there, man. I think he'll get over this, but not by much. What are you saying, Dev? Over or under?
I'm going. Hurts passing over 170 yards. Fuck no, never.
175. No, you don't think so?
Way. I'm going to look right now. See when last time we did that shit.
All right, I'll tell you his game log right now. Listen, last time he did it was against Pittsburgh, 290.
What week was that?
That was 4 weeks ago. Then he threw for 11 against us when he got hurt, 130 against Green Bay, 128 against the Rams. But the Rams was snow. Green Bay was just Green Bay. I don't know. 175 is probably the right number to look at because, you know what? I think I'm going to go under.
I'm going under, man.
I'm going to go under.
I mean, if they win, he definitely ain't going over that.
Yeah.
If they win, he's definitely not going to go over
I'm going to go under. Emily Bentley, what's going on? We're not making predictions yet, but I'll log yours anyways. E-Money Bentley. You got 45-17 Eagles. Man, who are you rooting for?
I like to know
we got 17 points.
What happened from the time of the last game we beat you guys till now to make you think that we're going to lose by 28 points?
Ryan salutes Terrence. You got to salute. Ryan got the under as well. I don't know.
45-17.
All right, Jaden Daniels. 225.
Over.
They always go 225 with Jaden. Have you noticed that?
They always do.
Vegas.
I'm taking
the over on that one too.
I don't know.
The only reason why, and some people may look at me and say like, "Oh, how you gonna do that?" Because one, I know my team, and two,
game plan, right? It's game plan.
I know my statistics.
Yeah.
Jaden Daniels has gone over 220 yards these last two games, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
many times.
I think last game he had 290.
Yes.
Did he have 290?
Yeah.
And then when y'all played Tampa, he had 275 or something like that?
I'll read it to you. He had, going back to the Philly game, 258, Atlanta 227. He only played one series versus Dallas. Tampa 268, Detroit 299. So
that's what I'm saying. Like come on now.
That's an easy one. Yeah, I'm taking the over on that one.
I'll take the over on that because it seems to be unleashing Jaden seems to be the new game plan.
Yeah, Jets taking the under on Jaden. Ryan's taking. If he goes over 175, I'm changing my name to Columbus.
I wouldn't.
Oh, yeah, I'm taking the over.
No, they're gonna come in here and put you on to that if you said it. They're gonna hold you to that shit.
Will. Indian Lake, Carolina. When we threw Marcus out there, we dominated. I didn't expect the team to do that. Yeah. AG says Jalen over with the late 70-yard drive. That's what I was worried about. Like, I think that's a potential to happen. Like one big chunk play, and it's bound to happen.
So let me jump into this one real quick with AG's comment. He could possibly be right with this one, and the reason why I say that is because a lot of people were talking about when Jalen came back with Green Bay. It was like, oh, he just came back from a concussion. He's still not rusty. Oh, the score is low. Just have a third. And this goes back even to Dev's comment as well with Jalen being smart. Jalen knows when he needs to score. Jalen knows how to keep the game maintained. And then it's like, oh, they just scored. Okay, now I need to make a drive so we can go down here and we can score the ball. People don't look at that and say like, oh, now this drive they're scoring. Oh, they must have got it together. No, Jalen's always got it together. It's just that it's not time for me to go out here and shit on them. So let me just go out here and just maintain the game because one, you want to preserve yourself, and two, you don't want to sit there and be like, oh, I'm gonna stay out here on this field because, like, at the end of the day, your defense is gonna do their job. So every time Green Bay scored, they scored.
Yeah.
Every time the Rams scored, we scored. So it's like they're going to score when they need to, but he's still not going to put up the yards. He's just going to maintain the game so that way the game can keep pushing. And also, it goes back to what we talked about earlier: time of possession.
That's true.
Who wins the time of possession?
There you go. That makes sense. All right. AJ Brown, 65 yards. 65 yards for AJ Brown.
Oh God.
I'm gonna go under on
We can
that.
go his last five. His AJ Brown's last five
I'm
were
going under.
one going back to Pittsburgh, 110, 97 at Washington, 36 at Dallas, 10 at Green Bay, 14 at the Rams.
I'm going under.
So 65.
Healthy Lattimore. Healthy.
I'm
Savage
going
Field.
under 2 just because of the reasons we said Jalen was going to go 175. But
Yeah, that's the reason too.
But what did he do? Hold on. What did first game against Washington? He did 97. He did 97 against us in December, and then in November he did 65. So there you go. 65 yards
I like AJ more than Devontae, so I'm gonna say AJ's gonna go over.
over. Okay.
I'm gonna go over only off the strength of I feel like they're gonna try to force feed him, but they're gonna try to get him open anyway. So yeah, I'm gonna go with the over on that one.
All right. Tim's going
I'm gonna
under
go
on the
with
AJ. Terrence, you're going over. What about you, Dev? You're going under. I'm going under too. AG's going over for Brown. Okay, got it. Over. All right. Terry McLaurin, 65 yards.
Over.
65 yards for Terry McLaurin. I'm going to give you, just for reference, here's his last 5 games. It's been pretty good. Last 5 games, going back to Philadelphia, 60, 5 against Atlanta, 62 against Dallas, 89 against Tampa, 87 against Detroit. So they're giving him 65.
I'm going over on that.
Phil and Dev taking over.
Now that we know he can outrun motherfuckers, he might just
I'm taking the over too because Terry's just been doing well.
I'm gonna go with the over for
Going
scary
over
Terry.
65. Okay.
I'm gonna save you some time though. Saquon over also.
Well, you want to know what Saquon's yardage is?
I don't even know what it is. I don't even know what it is.
125.
Yeah, over on that easy.
Oh,
First
shit.
half. First half.
He's going over.
Is there anyone who thinks Saquon Barkley is not gonna get 125 yards? That's what you gotta ask yourself. Because
Man, he going over.
I don't.
Did that
say
first quarter
no.
last game? Shit.
Listen to his last 5. He against Pittsburgh 65, Washington 150, Dallas 167, Green Bay 119, the Rams 205.
Damn, we almost held him to his average.
So for him to be at 125, I think it's safe to say he's over.
Yeah, I'm gonna put some money on that right now.
Yeah,
I'm gonna put 100 on that one.
I would say Terry over 65 and Saquon over 125 is a good play.
I'm gonna put 100 on Saquon over 125, bro.
Saquon's definitely going over.
Yeah, they got B-Rob at 35 and Jalen at both at 35. Both those guys.
No, the
at
B-Rob
35
number is disrespectful.
I'm going B-Rob over too. Eckler might get that.
I will say this when it comes to B-Rob. B-Rob's going to go over that number, but he's going to be below 100.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I think so.
We gonna
Because
run
that's
like
going to be
3 or 4
running
running
Eckler
backs.
too. We run. We don't just run B-Rob. We run Austin Eckler. We run Jeremy
Yeah,
McNichol.
it's like he's going to be under.
But listen to Brian Robinson's last 5. Going back to the Philly game.
2, 5, 1,
24, 60 versus Atlanta, or 24 versus Philly, 60 at Atlanta, 10 at Dallas, 16 at Tampa, 77 at Detroit. So Vegas knows what the fuck they're doing by putting him at 35 yards.
Under.
So I was actually going to.
I've never betting on B-Rob.
I was actually going to go with.
There you go, Phil.
70,
Slip with the kicks, give you the shout out.
I was going to go with 70 yards for B-Rob.
70. I think he might get like 50, 55, but either way,
I'm going to give him 70.
Over. It's the over.
Give him 70.
That motherfucker
Yeah.
is doing that.
Ryan says B-Rob this will be a game where we throw to our backs.
What's Jaden Daniels running?
Jaden Daniels rushing?
Yeah.
50.
Yeah,
50.
Over.
Yeah. Jaden at 50. I think that's
he got 80 last time we played him, right?
But
81.
Jalen at 35. I think he usually gets more, but that's supposed to be because he's hobbled, right?
Yeah. They know. Vegas knows. They try to lure you in on this.
Man, hold on. Let me look at Jalen's rushing the last. Jalen's rushing.
Jalen had over 40 yards in the last game.
He had 63.
Yeah. He had that 40-yard touchdown.
That 44-yard touchdown. Yeah, you're right. Tia, what's going on? Hey, fellas in chat. Redskins girl 149 changed her tag on us. AG says B-Rob 37-yard under. They're
I agree.
And B-Rob will not fumble twice this time. I agree. That's not going to happen either.
He's been terrible.
No, that was just a bad game for B-Rob. I don't see him fumbling twice.
He ain't been good since then, bro.
Yeah.
He hasn't.
He's very good to Lions.
True.
Well, I mean,
talking about
that one. Yeah, he just came back. Maybe he's back. I wonder if something's up with him, man. I wonder if we're gonna find out at the end of the year that something was up, because he just fell off a cliff after that, man. Like,
he still finished with 800 yards rushing, which is crazy.
Yeah, it is.
All right, let's go to some predictions, guys. So the spread right now, and this is according to DraftKings and Fanatics Sportsbook, -6. So the Commanders are down a 6-point underdog to Philly. So 3 points being at home. So it's technically a 3-point swing. Over under is 47.5.
47.5.
47.5.
Good callback. Good callback.
I'm a degenerate gambler. You are a wise man, Terrence.
Good callback.
Stoner's right. It just rolls off the tongue if you're a degenerate like me. 47.5. I waste a lot of money. Eagles favored by 6. 47.5 over under. Let's get some predictions in the chat, guys.
I'm going over.
No, not over. Like, what is the score prediction for this game?
I think we go over 47 is what I'm saying, though. I think the over is 40. I think we win. Washington wins 33-24.
So Dev going 33-24?
Yeah.
33-24 Washington. That's
you can't stop the rain.
57. All right, we're going to crush that by 10 points.
Unless y'all bring Rocky in at quarterback. Y'all ain't got a shot, bro. Freeway can't help y'all, bro.
Oh, but I got songs. Sorry.
And I got what it takes to rock the mic right. Freeway's the whole reason listening to that motherfucker, dog. You know what we do is wrong.
I'm going 27-26 Washington. I got 53. We're gonna hit the over. 27-26 Washington. I really think Jalen not being able to run is gonna be the factor in this game, and I think we can do it, man. 27-26 Washington is my score. Who's up next? I got a bunch of predictions from earlier too, so I'll go ahead and call those out while you guys are waiting. Yam had 32-24 Washington. Indian Lake, Ohio had 46-33 Washington. E-Money Bentley had 45-17 Eagles. AG had 26-25 Commanders. Dev had 33-24, and I got 27-26.
Philly's like Lamar Jackson, dog. It's all good to the playoffs start, dog.
It was all good just a week ago.
And then it's like,
Ryan's got 30-20 Commanders. 10-point swing. Damn, Ryan.
All right. First of all, put my girlfriend down. She gave me her prediction.
23-19?
23-19.
Every week.
Doesn't matter who we're playing. Tia's got 30-20 as well. Okay.
Terrence, I want to go last, but Terrence, what's your prediction?
All right, so y'all gonna be very surprised with this one. So, do a little bit of a history lesson real quick for those out there that don't know. In 1972.
A crack commander unit went to jail for a crime. I'm just kidding.
Well, I'm sorry. I said the Commanders. The Washington Redskins played the Dallas Cowboys in NFC Championship game and they won. In 1982, the Washington Redskins played the Dallas Cowboys in the NFC Championship game. In 1986, the Washington Redskins played the New York Giants in the NFC Championship game. This is the first time that the Washington team, Commanders now, will play the final NFC East team in an NFC Championship game. This
Yep.
is the second time in franchise history for us to play a NFC team, an NFC East team in the conference championship game when we played Dallas in
Wow.
1980, when we were the second seed. We had the home field advantage, went on to the Super Bowl, played in the Superdome that year, and lost to the Raiders.
Jim Plunkett's final comeback game that
That is
season.
true.
Yeah, I've actually watched that
Was
whole
that
game.
Giles at quarterback?
Yeah, Jaws was quarterback.
Sure,
Rod
yeah.
Martin,
Yep, Jaws was
the
quarterback.
linebacker, picked him off 3 times that game. It was nuts.
So when I look at the history of the NFC Beast, because we're back now, the NFC Beast is back. I look
Sure.
at a stout run. I look at a stout quarterback in Jaden Daniels doing his thing. He's going to get Rookie of the Year. I think he should have got MVP as well because he did phenomenal this year.
Wasn't even
But neither
nominated.
here nor there. Exactly, wasn't even nominated.
They had golf
But
nominated over that nigga.
but there's gonna be a lot of people that's gonna look at me funny when I give this prediction, and there's gonna be a lot of people that's gonna be like, "What?"
Say it with your
But
chest.
my prediction for this game is I have no prediction. I want to see a phenomenal game.
It's okay,
Here,
man.
here,
A lot of people don't make
no, 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 no,
predictions.
no.
That's okay.
Here, exactly. And here's the reason
He
why
don't, he don't want he's gonna lose. He can't go home after that.
it's not that. The reason why I can't make a prediction is because, again, a lot of people look at the rivalry of the NFC East. The Eagles' rivalry between the Washington team and the Philadelphia team is not compared to Philadelphia and Dallas, Philadelphia and the Giants. If we win, yes, I'm gonna be happy. I'm gonna be ecstatic. My team's going to the Super Bowl. But if your team wins, I'm going to be excited about it as well because y'all got new ownership, y'all got a new head coach, y'all got a new quarterback. Y'all talking about getting back that land at RFK Stadium and bringing back Washington football in Washington D.C. I'm actually excited for that to be like, yo, they trying to go back to D.C. and play football. I want to be a part of that. So I really can't give a prediction on this because at the end of the day, I'm gonna be excited for whoever goes. But I will say this: if the Chiefs go, oh, I'm definitely going for the team who's going on the NFC side because they definitely need to go ahead and beat that team. But yeah, man, I don't have a prediction for this game. I'm looking forward to an exciting game in this one. I'll let all the other Eagles fans give their predictions and everything. But me, I'm neutral on this one. I'm just excited for everything that's going on right now. So if y'all do it, I'm gonna be rooting for y'all. If we do it, man, I would hope we would get the same in return. But at the end of the day,
Nah, if y'all
gonna be
win,
a
I'm not
holiday.
rooting for the Eagles. Fuck them guys.
Oh
Fuck
wow!
them. Fuck
Hey,
all of them. Fuck
I can't.
Freeway,
I
Benny
can't.
Siegel.
Chiefs. I don't want the
Big
Chiefs to
Dick
win it
Mill,
again.
fuck all of them,
Here,
dog.
here,
Hey,
here.
fuck four wheelers, everything. Rocky, fuck all of them, dog.
Oh,
Fuck
here.
Ivan Drago,
Let me
Creed,
explain
all of them.
why I couldn't do that. All right. I was raised during the probably one of the biggest blood feuds between these two teams. 1990, we split the regular season. The second game of the season was the infamous body bag game. We
oh, the
meet,
Patty Bag game, Monday Night Football. Yes.
yes, we
Mitch
meet each
Robinson.
other in the wild card round,
Brian Mitchell.
and we got our get back, beat y'all 20-6. The next year, we stomped y'all on Monday Night Football the first time around. End of the season, Joe Gibbs pulls the starters after a half. We're up at halftime. We ended up losing on a late fourth quarter field goal, which killed our chances of winning 15 games that year. So we split that series as well. The following year, 2 close games, very physical, low scoring games, beat the crap out of each other, split the series again. But it was always like with the Eagles, it was physical. Y'all don't understand how physical that series was. The end of Gibbs' first run versus the Eagles, it was always just straight up just punching people in the mouth back and forth. That's how those games were, right? So while it's like, damn, these guys hit hard, we got to hit harder. Both franchises looked at each other that way, right? And we and the Giants, but we especially were a huge roadblock to Philly ever making that next step with Randall Cunningham in his prime, because they'd always run into us when it counted. And so that's, I grew up with that. So I grew up with that blood rivalry between the two. So I can't in good conscience root for the Eagles. But if y'all play the Chiefs, if y'all win and play the Chiefs, I'm just gonna sit and watch neutrally. I won't root against you, but I can't root for you. That makes sense.
Phil,
I'm rooting against them.
Phil, you're the only one who hasn't made a prediction yet.
I have mulled this over all week. Back and forth, back and forth.
Hold on, Steve, what was yours?
It's good.
Forth and forth.
It's going to be a close game. The two games in the regular season were close games, right? Even the first game, we played like crap. We were winning going into the fourth quarter because our defense stepped up. In the second game, we won because our offense stepped up. But I feel like something screwy is going to happen. It's going to be 27-26 Eagles.
Whoa!
I feel like that. What's going to happen is Jalen Daniels is going to pull out. Hold on. Let me tell you how it's going to end. Jalen Daniels is going to pull out a play to win the game, and Sean Hockley is going to find a way to fuck us.
Oh, the Hercules come into play, you bastards! Already, man. Hey, anything's possible.
Sean Hockley is that X factor for me. He will fuck us because that's what he does, and I will forever hate that man. I already don't like. I hate his father, and his father's steroid popping ass. All right.
I hate the way you.
Man, got the guns, man.
That's like a Kendrick diss.
Every popping, he eats trenbolone sandwiches. Okay. That's what his dad did. His son probably does the same thing. They probably got balls the size of raisins. That's why they hate us, because they got to take it out on somebody. But nonetheless, I feel like that's what's going to happen. Is that we really will have won the game. But
Sean Hockley never raise a nut.
Going to find a way to fuck us, because that's what they do.
Nathan makes a good point. We said this earlier. We will not let the rest decide this game. If you let the rest decide this game, you've already lost. We said this earlier.
Hey, family. First and foremost, shout out to my wife, Adrian. She has a prediction for the game.
Oh, Adrian.
She's going 34-26 Eagles.
Damn, she said Commanders?
Eagles.
She said Commanders.
I'll be honest with you, right? Like, I can't. I feel like that we will look at this game like, damn, we legitimately got robbed. Like the way we look at that Giants game with that PI.
You can't already make excuses.
And here's the thing: everybody says, "Oh, Phil, you're right." If y'all remember, I predicted us to lose last week. That's the reason why I'm kind of like, you know what?
So did Steve.
I did.
I predicted us to lose last week. We won, so I'm gonna predict us to lose this week. Hopefully, we win. I hope I'm wrong.
I should have predicted us to lose, huh? I had 33-27 Detroit, so fuck me. What do I know?
That's exactly what I
know. What do I know?
You thought we was going to score 17 points on the worst defense in the league?
27. I said we were going to score 27.
We scored 40 points in games.
My heart says we're going to win 45-0. But my head says, nah, you're gonna, something screwy.
This is literally one of those games where so like 2001 when we played the Rams, I literally thought we had a chance against the Rams. 2002 thought we had a chance against Tampa Bay. 2003 definitely thought we had a chance against the Panthers. 2004 we went out there, we did our thing against Atlanta. 2008 9-6-1, man. We went out there, we beat we lost to the Cardinals. I thought we had a chance in that one too, but Larry Fitzgerald was just too much for us. When we played Minnesota in 2017, I knew we was going to beat them. In 2022, when we played San Francisco, I knew we had a chance. But when we knocked out Brock Purdy, I was like, "Oh, this game is over." But this one right here, it's different.
It can go any way. It honestly can't get away. And I know I'm picking Washington, man, but I have nothing but respect for the Eagles.
Elias says that I should be banned because I was away for the first 2 wins, and my ass jinxed us with this BS.
He's
Brian,
right. He's right. Go back to Puerto Rico.
Podcast,
go back to Puerto Rico.
That's tough.
almost sounded racist.
Yeah.
Puerto Rico's an
That's
American
tough.
place, though. It's in America, so you can't go back to America. I can say that.
How about
Subject.
this? How
You're
about
not
this? I'll go
subject to
back to
any Trump.
Barbados.
You're not any subject to any Trump.
I'll go back to Barbados. I love Barbados.
Trump,
Barbados is beautiful.
you're not subject to any Trump mandates. You know what I'm saying?
I know. I mean,
tariffs on Puerto Rico.
I will say this. If y'all have never been to the Caribbean, go.
I can't speak. Is it Caribbean? Is it Caribbean or Caribbean?
I've been to the Caribbean. I've been to the Caribbean. And it is a delightful experience. And I want to go back.
Because Billy Ocean says Caribbean Queen. You don't say Caribbean Queen.
That's because it sounds better with the song. Come on now.
I wonder which one it is.
How many rappers we heard fit words that you're like, hey, how do you say that word?
Mom spaghetti.
Hey man, no more love on the run.
All right, Philadelphia, bro. Hey, like I said, I have nothing but respect for Philly. I like their team. They definitely have more talent than we do, so I understand why they would be favorite. But I just feel like
Samuel, we're gonna give him mega love with the super chat. $4.99 says, forget the refs. Jaden Daniels leads to the Super Bowl. Commanders 30, Eagles 24. Jaden with a rushing touchdown to win it.
Fuck yeah.
But I can see that happening. I can see Jaden doing that thing where he drops back from at the 4-yard line. He sees a crease and he just dives in and gets in there because we've seen it before. So Todd. I mean, look, I know Todd is a huge LSU homer, and that he was on the Jaden Daniels bandwagon 2 years beforehand. But I gave him shit because he made me like Jaden Daniels less because he was just such a sycophant. But nonetheless,
Todd,
I'm talking about it right now. But I can't say he's been wrong.
Listen,
he's been wrong about Jaden Daniels.
He's better than he said.
Regardless of what happens,
is there a Chris Redmond
next week? All right, next week. This is a signed Joe Theismann jersey, certificate of authenticity, right there. So regardless of what happens, right there it is. Your boys here on Command This will be giving away a signed Joe Theismann jersey on Monday.
Now.
Tune in to the post game, regardless, win or lose.
I hope we win.
This is we're giving this away as an appreciation to everyone who's participated in this program and made us who we are because we love you guys. Listen, sign Joe Theismann jersey Monday giveaway. You got to tune in 8:35. We'll give you a hashtag to put in the show in the YouTube only chat. You must be subscribed.
Can I win it?
No.
He said, "Can I win it?"
I'll even throw in this card right here. Is Robert Griffin card worth nothing? I'll even throw that in there if you take this Theismann jersey and put it on the Rocky statue.
Let me throw this. Let me throw this one out here before we go.
Put the Theismann jersey on the Rocky statue.
If Washington wins, goes to the Super Bowl. Is this the greatest single season turnaround in the history of football?
Gotta be.
Turnaround? It's up there, man. What can you compare it with? I don't know. What?
Strike season.
Thanks, Marcus.
We were good the years before. We were 8-8 the year before the first strike season. We were 12-4 before the second strike season when we won. I have a hard time. I think about the fact that there was a year that the Colts went from 1-15 to 9-7. There was another year that actually happened twice with the Colts under Ted Marchibroda, where they had an 8-game turnaround. We had an 8-game turnaround, but we went to 12-5. That's a hell of a record. And it's just
Ryan will pimp out that jersey.
I really think it's already up there. But if we go to the Super Bowl after going 4-13 last year, I don't think you have anything comparable. Especially when you consider everything that came 24 years before that.
There's one season. It's either the Bucks or a Saints. They went worst to first. Worst in the NFL to first in the NFL.
Giants, I think, wasn't it?
No. It's either Saints or Bucks. I saw it in a documentary years ago. You know, NFL films. You got the music playing in the background. I don't know what it is. It was either the Saints or the Bucks, and it was like either. I think it was like the.
Okay. Hold
80s
on.
or 90s. I cannot remember. It's one of those two teams.
The
Saints or
81
Bucks.
Bengals and the 81 49ers.
I have an ocarina. I can play
Did that because the 81 49ers were like 6-10 the year before, and they ended up going to the Super Bowl. So I will say that. Same with the 88 Bengals. So a lot of people say you know what? Greatest show on turf, Rams. They were 4-12 the year before they won.
1999. There you go.
Yeah, they were 4-12 the year before, and they finished 13-3 and won the Super Bowl.
Answered your own question. There you go. Yep.
All right, and you know what? I have a soft spot in my heart for Kurt Warner.
Somebody guesses.
Yeah, maybe that one. Maybe that one because the Rams were terrible for years before that.
Somebody guess the score. I'll play my ocarina song. That's all I got.
Terrence,
I just looked it up. Yeah, okay. So it would be up there though. We would be up there with the greatest show on turf Rams.
Go ahead, Terrence.
And this offense has been fun to watch.
You're still muted, Terrence. You're muted. Maybe your headset died.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, I was like, what the hell happened? Hey, so before we go, I would like to do something for y'all, you know, before we get out this chat.
Nancy Kerrigan,
Saquon Barkley.
Barkley's legs is what you're gonna do.
You're muted again. I think your headset might be going.
Fly, Eagles fly.
Oh man.
You and me.
Trump passed a law where you can't fly the other flags. Hold on, somebody call ICE on Terrence. Hey, President Trump. ELGLSE. Hey, Donald Trump passed a law where you couldn't fly any other flags, but the United States one.
Oh man,
flying them damn Eagle flags around here.
Oh man,
I'm tempted to change my prediction just because I'd listen to that bullshit. Damn second-rate fight song.
We're gonna wrap ourselves up in this blanket. Oh man. It's been a good time, guys. Hey,
did I tell y'all that Warrior banned all my music, man? No one tell me why.
Ryan said Dev with his best Kunta Kinte. There you go.
that was highly racist. I don't even know where you're getting at right there, but yeah.
Todd said, "Tell Jalen to watch those knees."
Respect.
Oh, Todd, you missed it, bro. Todd, we already showed the video, bro. We already showed the video. ELGLES Eagles, man.
And she was black, Todd.
Oh, Ryan said Terrence Dominican. Now he's about to be deported. There you go.
It's over. It's over.
Hold on.
Flag.
She switched it up.
Get your people, Rico.
Oh, Terrence, you Dominican?
Hide him.
You said what?
You Dominican?
No, I'm not Dominican.
I'm about to say that was the first place I went to.
What?
What's the Dominican?
That's my wife. She switched it up, man. Shout out to my wife.
Oh, she switched it up? Okay. Shout out. Hey, at least we can all agree that Dallas is fucked up, man. Hey, so Dallas, do you see what they're doing?
It took 3 years to get from 1-15 to the Super Bowl. I'm talking about the single season turnaround.
Dallas let McCarthy go. They interviewed a bunch of people. Kellen Moore, from your offensive coordinator, Kellen Moore, they interviewed to bring back. And now the front runner is the offensive coordinator, Brian Schottenheimer, who's the offensive coordinator of a 7-10 team, and he didn't even call plays.
He didn't call no plays.
Look,
Please hire dude.
If Aaron Glenn can get a job, bro, and he's been in last place
defense
every year.
You see the breaking news right before we went on air. 49ers hired Robert Saleh from
Saleh?
the Jets. Be their defensive coordinator.
Yeah, I seen that.
Oh,
You see the debacle that's going on with Tampa Bay's coach down in Jacksonville, though? That's wild. You seen that, Steve?
Nobody getting fired, man. Ain't nobody getting fired, man.
Liam Cohen signed the biggest offensive coordinator deal in the history of the NFL, and then he's like, "Hold on, let me go down to Jacksonville."
Didn't tell nobody.
They fired their GM. Didn't tell nobody. So Terrence, you think if the Eagles lose, no one's getting fired? Nobody?
No, nobody's getting fired.
Oh, I think
on our side. No one's getting fired from
us.
us.
I think the ownership puts up a Sirianni so long as they win a Super Bowl. Because he pisses off everybody. He even pisses off his own team.
I ain't crying publicly.
He ain't getting fired, man.
I hope he ends up homeless. I can't stand that dude.
Damn.
Ryan said it.
That dude said Mike Quick was a better receiver than Art Monk. That right there should disqualify him from anything football related.
I agree with Tom Samuels, though, man. Jerry's too old to run a team. He just needs somebody that's going to take a push for him. So him getting his defensive offensive coordinator as the coach, that'd be easy for him because he can.
Might be Cliff Kingsbury while we talking shit.
Stop. Hey guys,
Kingsbury has not shown any.
Listen, tune in to the post game show Monday. We're gonna give away this signed Joe Theismann jersey, certificate of authenticity. You just gotta.
It has Joe Theismann do these things in it, folks.
You gotta be subscribed to the channel. We'll put the hashtag in on Monday's show on YouTube. You got to put the hashtag in on YouTube, not Twitter, not Facebook, on YouTube, and then we'll go from there, man. Anyone who enters is eligible for the drawing, except for Dev.
What the fuck? Ever since I got rid of DEIs, man, I getting fucked over.
The president says I don't have to do that no more.
Hey, I was telling some other girl that I was like, man, I ain't never known one black man get hired because he's a black man in no walk of life ever in my life, except for Pornhub. Pornhub, you're getting hired because you're a black man every time. Everywhere else, nobody's hiring you for being a black man. Dog.
Really? Oh, no, we did not.
That has never happened to anywhere on earth. No one has ever said, hey, we're hiring you because you're black. No one, man.
Todd said, let me send you my address early. All right, man. I like the confidence. Terrence, appreciate you joining us, man. May the best team win come Monday or come Sunday. And we'll see where we stand Monday, bro. We will see where we stand on Monday. Back up in my commander's cocoon here. So, any parting words, man? What you get your
man. Look. First and foremost, shout out to you, brothers, man, for always having me on when we can do this, man. It's always been a pleasure since y'all been doing this. 333 episodes in. Make sure y'all like and subscribe to the channel, man. They are doing their thing. They're awesome at what they do. First and foremost, shout out to my lovely wife that came on here to support the show as well. Definitely support y'all. Hey, man, I can't wait for a good game this Sunday. We are 3 games away from the NFC Championship game. I'm happy to see that there are 2 black quarterbacks that are going to be in it, and I'm happy to see there's 2 awesome franchises that's going to be in it as well. It's going to be great. I can't wait. And real quick, this is a hate on the Cowboys fans right now.
Oh, let's do it.
The Cowboys and the Giants didn't make it to the NFC Championship game this year. Saquon Barkley's in the NFC Championship game this year, and Kellen Moore's in the NFC Championship game this year. So, hey, the Cowboys did make it.
And Quinn. And Win. Yeah, and Fowler. And Coleman. Yeah, they all fucking win.
I hope all y'all
NFC Championship game. You get an NFC Championship.
I hope all y'all kids don't grow.
Fuck all them, Freeway, all up now.
I hope one of y'all get sickle cell or something.
Damn.
Oh,
all y'all kids don't grow.
Died of sickle cell. Ain't that fucked up? Ain't that fucked up by Tupac?
That's you and your motherfucking crew.
They said Prodigy died choking on eggs.
If you want to get down with the Eagles or the Commanders, fuck you too. Yeah, man.
Someone with sickle cell, I can make that joke.
Phil Bullock says Jerry calling the plays anyways. That's true. Slick with the Jets. He's a Jets fan, so don't worry. My Jets didn't that higher. Ain't gonna make a difference though. Okay. Ryan said, Terrence, you're gonna come back Monday. Invite's
Hey,
there.
look, if you listen, I was just about to ask that question. Win, lose, or draw. I would love to be back on the show, man, to break it down and give my respect to whatever happens and everything. Because, like I said, I enjoy being on with you boys and everything. It's definitely a pleasure and it's definitely an honor.
Yeah.
Man. So
We'll have you back on Monday.
When the Detroit guy came on, man, it was good.
out. Dan Quinn, Joe Witt, Tyler Biadasz, Dorrance Armstrong, Dante Fowler Jr., all former Cowboys in the NFC Championship game.
There you go. All Eagles fly popping in the chat. Thank you for tuning in. And we got this hand still not shaking. Let's fucking go Birds. Hey man, we shall see.
It is wild though.
You see my hand? My hand is still.
Their GM was like, hey man, their GM son was like, hey man, you need to fuck all this shit and trade for Jaden. Nah, I'll be all right. Hey man, don't let go of Saquon, you're gonna lose. Nah, I'll be all right. Now
look Shane. Oh yeah, Giants.
Now look at it. They both
look at you. That's what you get. That's what you get.
Eric Bieniemy's sick now, I bet. That's right.
Hey, if that's a Telemundo.
That's right.
Got you.
Well,
Hodge Wallace is poor people.
This whole season, we've been talking about the NFC North was the best team in the NFC. The NFC North was the best division in the NFC, man. But look who's standing. NFC East, baby. Like,
hey, look, the NFC East still got the NFC North and the NFC West
and
the NFC South.
Who's the master?
We'll beat we gonna beat every North nigga that came across us, dog.
Oh, Gerald P said Gilly dancing on Sunday. He does that. What is it? Doom, that too short. Blow the whistle. Gilly,
I can't stand his short ass, man.
No, the whistle.
Y'all can talk about him all y'all want to.
Everybody in Philadelphia is short, bro. Who you talking about?
Short dog.
We got good beers.
Freeway when I'm not short.
Yes. Good luck. Hit that like button, guys. We appreciate it. Slick with the kicks says, come to Puerto Rico, my Suge Knight voice. Todd said Snyder on the yacht, mad as hell. Man, he ain't mad. He got $6 billion. Well, $4 billion after he paid off his debts and taxes. He ain't mad, dude.
And he got a lot of hoes.
He ain't mad.
A lot of hoes.
You got Tanya. Ryan says, Terrence, quick question. At this point, would you rather have Hurts or Jaden Daniels? This is a safe place. In the quoting Robert Griffin III, this is a safe space.
No, I'm still going to ride with Hurts, man. Pause. You know what I'm saying? It's Jalen Hurts all day, man.
Man.
I love what JD5 is going to do, but I definitely know that we're going to have to watch our back for years to come because JD5 is that guy, and he's flying high. Oh my, let's ride. Commanders till y'all die, and that's how I'm going to say, but it's fly, Eagles fly, and that's how I'm going with that. Let's go.
Hey, man, I can't hit you for that one. All right. Dev, any parting shots, man?
Yeah, man, because, if a sneak start leaning and the heat stop working, when the heat stop working, I'm going to rob me a person. That's me slipping at the Hey.
Even though what we do is wrong.
Hey, it's hard now. I'm still living when the sun go up. Yeah. Hey, when the sun go down, it's a cold winter. Hey, that's a hard song, bro. But anyways, man, I got nothing but love for Philly, man. I like their squad, man. I'm just not gonna like them Sunday, and I think we're on some kind of special road, man. I don't know what it is, man, but we got some kind of mojo going, and it reminds me a lot of the underdog Eagles, man. You remember those guys, the underdog?
Oh yeah.
It reminds me a lot. It reminds me a lot of that. There's no reason they should have won that Super Bowl, man. There's no reason they should have been there. But there was a perfect team. There was a perfect team blend. And I think that's what we have, man. This is the hardest game. I think the other two teams we face aren't better than the Eagles, man. And I don't think any team we get ready to face is better than the Lions. I think the Eagles and the Lions were the best teams in the playoffs this year, dog.
I honestly say, because I remember when after we played y'all in week 16, I hit y'all up and I said, hey, I'll see y'all, for the show on Wild Card Weekend. And then we wound up, playing Green Bay, and y'all wound up playing Tampa. But I'm happy that this is where it is because it's like, man,
Not me. I want to see the Rams.
look,
I ain't want no parts of Saquon, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
wild card, it was like, yeah, that would have been like the first round, but this right here, this is for everything, man. This is to give a chance to the chip.
All the
You know
marbles.
what I'm saying? And like everybody always say, the conference championship games are always better than the Super Bowl game.
Oh yeah.
So this gonna be live, and
Yeah,
I can't wait.
I think the winner wins Super Bowl. I think the offenses of these two teams are too hard to overcome for whoever wins.
I honestly think whoever comes out of the NFC is going to win the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I do too. I really think that. I really think that.
I think it's our time.
This is our hardest game, personally.
For me, we might get demonetized. I'm gonna show this clip. I don't care.
We got demonetized a long time ago.
We did. When you said fuck the Eagles. Listen, for me, it's been about. And my man, Coach Breeze, if you go see him on X, go watch him on Twitter. He made a good analogy. But for me, there's a video clip that just explains it all. When we got to the Tampa game, I was like, we playing with house money, man. We playing with house money. We shouldn't be here. And Deb would check me all the time. House money. When we got to the Detroit game, before the game, I was like, we're playing with house money. We're playing with house money. You know, I'm happy to be here no matter what. Now, we got to go all the way, bro. Like, the Commanders need to go all the way. And I'm going to tell you, I'm going to show you a clip, like why it means to me that we need to win this whole damn stupid thing. If you don't know this clip, then you need to go check it out because this video right here explains everything.
Well, then I guess there's only one thing left to do. What's that? Win the whole fucking thing.
Yeah.
Love that clip.
Yep.
Win the whole
The young Wesley. Darkness.
Yeah. Yes.
Always bet on black.
That's how
Some
my mind is
motherfuckers love
right
ice
now,
skating
man.
uphill.
Still, what you got, man?
All right, first of all, I'm with you on that. It's like happy to be here, happy to be here, happy to be here. Now it's like, now I want this. I want it.
Now we deserve this shit,
because
bro.
it's within our grasp. It's
We earned
right
it.
here in front of us. So I want it.
It flipped on me like the week when we played the Eagles, week 16. It flipped on me then. We're a good team. That other shit, we shouldn't be here. Like, y'all lucky. I don't know how y'all doing this. I can't believe this. That's just dead, dog. Like, good teams get 12 wins and 11 Pro Bowl alternates, 4 All-Pros, and 2 Pro Bowlers, and Rookies of the Year, and a bunch of other awards, Coaches of the Year awards. That's a good team. That's not a team that's lucky. You don't get lucky and have that many components on one team.
You know
dog.
what?
You
First
don't
of
get
all,
lucky for 12 weeks.
I want this. I want it. And the fact that we could do it against a division rival who, you know, Terrence aside, we hate the fan base. We love making their fans miserable. It's like it's all right there. Like the golden opportunity to just really put the whipped cream and the cherry on top of this Sunday of a season is right there, right in front of you.
Phil, we got a chance. We got a chance, Phil, to play football during one of the most boring halftime shows that's going to be ever in history.
Not for me.
They're going to play not like us 40 fucking times. That's the only way. Anybody know 5 different songs, bro, off top right now? Can you name 5?
Black of the Berry, the recipe.
They ain't gonna play none of them motherfuckers in on Super Bowl, bro.
Hey, look at J Love.
I respect what J Love is saying right there, but quite honestly, if they lose this game, the only way they can go is up. And quite honestly, with the squad that they have right now, we could possibly be in the same position.
Yeah,
The weird thing is, though, is that we can win this whole Super Bowl and still get better.
J Love.
That's the thing. We can be a lot better. That's the weird thing. But the other thing is, football aside for a second.
Wobble up. The best song.
I got to shout out my girlfriend because she's the one who put together this whole trip I went on.
Crystal.
Like the
Crystal,
champagne.
I love you, baby. Thank you. That was
Man, look. Ain't it good to have a woman that can set up a trip for you? Cause look. Shout out to my wife, man, for every trip that we've been on, man. She set it up and it's been great. I've never been on vacations until I met this woman. I love her dearly, man, because man, we've been going to all the exotic places and it's been phenomenal.
I mean,
She got a key eye for going places.
You been to Vegas yet? You been to Vegas yet?
I get drunk. I ain't been to Vegas yet, but I get drunk.
we got married in Vegas in
going
July.
to Vegas later this year. But 9 days in the Caribbean, I never thought. I mean, I always wanted to go to these places. I never thought I would. Never thought that was something's going to happen for me. But here's the backstory: we dated before, and we're dating again.
That's what happens when you date women with jobs, bro.
And what happened? What happened is that one thing I learned from her is a lust for life, for living, not just being alive, but for living.
Facts.
You sure it's a lust? You sure it's a lust for life?
It's a lust for
way
life.
too much money. I can't do it. I've been telling my
I
wife.
lust after my girlfriend too. Don't worry. But
Super dad.
But
I'm gonna play.
She put this thing together. Like I said, I mean, y'all seen me post all the pictures on Facebook. Those of you who are friends with me, like. I got to go. I've been to 2 different rainforests. I got to, sit around. I had a squirrel monkey sitting on my head. I got to ride.
That's some white people stuff.
I got to ride. I got to ride an off-road buggy through the Dominican Republic. I forded a river twice in the damn thing. All right.
Hey, hold on, Phil. When you got that monkey in your lap, did you do the famous line? Don't put your hands on me, you filthy monkey. Did you? For playing that apes, that'd be fucking hilarious. You should have did that.
But get your hands off me, you damn dirty ape!
You dirty ape.
I did not do that. But and I got all these things are great. I got to do it with the woman I love. It wasn't just me. I got to share that experience.
Oh.
I got to let me tell you something. You haven't been on a cruise? Do it. The food was great. I got to go. I went to the Dominican Republic. I went to Barbados. I went to Antigua. I went to Puerto Rico. Went to the Bahamas. I had to swim in crystal clear waters. I rode a wave runner through open water in the Bahamas. Let me tell you something. First of all, I am the world's worst wave runner driver. Like, you put me on a jet ski, it's over. I suck. I will say that right now. All right.
Man, I ain't doing none of that. I seen Titanic. Niggas die first in that. I ain't doing none of that shit, man. I seen the Titanic, bro.
I went in a submarine to the ocean floor. I saw a coral reef and a shipwreck. I saw an octopus. Like, these are all, like, I had a lifetime of experiences in 9 days. Right?
Oh, man.
I forgot what we're even talking about. I don't even know what we're talking about anymore.
I ain't never seen one nigga host on the National Geographic, dog. Not one.
Hey, hold on. All them dudes who were riding the jet skis with us that were working there, we're all
yeah, that's because they from the islands and shit.
Yeah.
They ain't American.
Exactly.
They can't say nigga in songs, you know what I'm saying?
Ryan said Phil hit the spinneroonie and caused the earthquake before the
I've been on the wave, bro. I've been on
Can you dig it, sucker?
Phil's fault. The fire, half the country's on fire. The other half is freezing to death.
There you go. All right, guys.
And the other quarter voted for Trump.
We went way long, Terrence. I'm sorry we went way long. This was fun, man.
Oh man, listen, look. My wife and I put the kids to bed early, so that way we can have this time, man. We good, man.
You should have brought your wife home, man. You should have brought your wife home. We need to have a Valentine's Day where we bring our wives and girlfriends over here, man, on here one day, dog.
Hey, man, that's a bet. That's a bet.
My girlfriend drinks.
Well, the worst part is that Dev's wife and my girlfriend know each other.
Yeah. Well, she's with Phil's wife also.
That's what I said. My girlfriend and your wife know each other.
Yeah. I mean, Steve. She's met Steve's wife before too. Yeah. She's met Rodney's wife. I think she talks to her all the time.
Yep.
Hey, yo, real quick, yo, shout out to Dev, man, for the Christmas song, man, because that joint went hard, man. Like,
good story about this song. Good story about the song. TuneCore, which is my distributor for music, all my songs on Spotify without notification or telling me why. So That was one of them. So you cannot find that song anymore. But it is on YouTube. So
Yeah, it's on our channel, man.
yeah. I might throw all my songs on there now that I can't put them on.
Todd Williams says 37 years ago, Doug Williams won a Super Bowl.
That's right.
It could be the Buffalo Bills
The
and the
greatest
Redskins
Super
again.
Bowl ever lived. The greatest Super Bowl performance in the history
Yeah.
of Super Bowl performance by a quarterback.
37-24.
Greatest football team ever made in 91, though.
Well, Terrence, I hope we see you back here Monday, bro. Thanks for.
Oh yeah,
thanks for,
most definitely, man.
tuning in.
Most definitely.
Get that angry sex after, regardless of what happens.
Damn.
Right.
Oh,
So
God.
listen, guys. Right after the game, we'll be going live with Rio Robinson. You guys know our boy Rio. We've known him since 5 years ago.
Forever.
Rio, known him forever. We'll be live with Rio after the game on his
Having
channel.
a freak off after the game.
Along with many other people, regardless of what happens. So it could be a celebration. It could be a somber
Be a
moment.
freak off, Steve.
We'll see what happens. It could be a freak off. But like I said, stay tuned. Tune in Monday for a chance to win a signed Joe Theismann jersey, man. We love to get that away as a appreciation to everyone. So
I knew something was fucked up about them freak offs whenever they said that nigga had 1,000 bottles of baby oil. I'm like, number one, I've never seen an empty bottle of baby oil in my life. No one's ever emptied a bottle of fucking baby oil.
I have a bottle that's a quarter full from my kids are like 10 years old. I still haven't used one bottle.
I ain't never seen an empty baby bottle.
No one's ever thrown. I'm 47 years old. I've never thrown away a bottle of baby oil in my life.
Never. Never. Not a near nutter. Not a near nutter bottle.
Bro. I'm pretty sure I still got the same bottle I had when I was a kid in there somewhere, though.
Oh man.
I seen
All right.
baby magic go down, but I ain't even seen baby oil go down.
Right up.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna get out of here, guys. Terrence, stand by for a minute, man, after the show. And thank you so much for everyone who tuned in. Please hit that like button. Thank you so much. We'll catch you guys Monday. We'll see you in the group chat on Saturday afternoon, and then we'll be going live right after the game. See you Monday. All right, guys. May the best team
Go
win.
Birds.
Hail to
Fly,
the Commanders.
fly.
Praise. Hail.
Eagles ain't shit.
That's right. Peace.
On the road
Hail.
to victory.
We out. Whoop whoop.